What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of BKNY Hoops. If you are new to the channel, I am your host, as always, Rashid White. All right, you guys actually see the title, you see the thumbnail. Uh, Ian Bagley believes that the Cooper Flagg can be an immediate impact in terms of the Brooklyn Nets actually get into their championship contention. He believes that I think if you trade some of the picks away that and get some veteran pieces, that Cooper Flagg can be the one that can actually really lead the Brooklyn Nets to championship contention. So let's get into this article. It's an interesting read over here and kind of funny somewhat, but if Cooper Flagg can actually develop, and I think he actually compares him like I think they say initially that they should go the way of the Boston Celtics actually went, and this is how you actually get a Jason Tatum or Jalen Brown. A lot of this stuff is actually really really luck, man. This is real luck. They were lucky to actually get Jason Tatum. You don't know, what these guys are really going to kind of be like. So let's get into the. All right, still a little under the weather from like last Thursday, Friday, Saturday, but I think I'm good though. Let's see. All right, so it says if the Brooklyn Nets get the first pick, get Cooper Flagg. I would be patient like Boston and just rebuild through the draft. Mitchell, the 2009 NBA Coach of the Year, said this week during an interview with SNY's Ian Bagley on Sirius XM NBA Radio. That would be my idea because that's how you end up with Jason Tatum or Jalen Brown. So, all right, so they get into kind of what the Boston Celtics actually did. I want to kind of really get into the whole thing with the Brooklyn Nets over here. So, it's an entering the 2024-25 NBA season. The Nets are the number one pick on Tankathon.com in terms of the odds to land the number one pick in the draft. Widely expected to be Flagged, the uber talented 6'9" Duke freshman who made his Blue Devils debut Friday night during countdown to craziness. Brooklyn has a 14% shot at the top pick along with Washington and Detroit. So Brooklyn, Washington, or Charlotte will probably end up with the best odds. One NBA scout told the New Jersey Advanced Media. The Hornets are projected as the fifth pick per tankathon with a 10.5% shot at number one. All right, man. You know what? It could be possible because, like, I thought the team last year was actually pretty decent. I thought they would actually probably make the 7th or 8th seed, and I was completely wrong about that. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Brooklyn Nets, really are probably one of the worst teams in the league. All right, so they talk about actually getting to 25. They get into the picks over here. It says it also owns two picks in 2026. It's actually two picks. I thought it was just one. When AJ DeBonster or Cameron Boozer are expected to highlight another loaded draft. So, yeah, we're going to look at those two probably in the future. I'm leaning more towards Cameron Boozer, even though I like AJ, because like a Cameron Boozer can face up or play with his back to the basket, where I haven't seen AJ really kind of do that just yet. All right, so Mitchell compared the Nets' current situation to where the 76ers were, and this is where it actually gets interested in the article over here. The process in which they tore their team down to the studs before rebuilding around Joel Embiid. The Sixers still haven't been past the second round of the playoffs with Embiid and are hoping with their new big three of Embiid, Paul George, and Tyrese Maxey can help them into a deep into the postseason. Hopefully they go deep though, man. So that's what they're trying to say. I mean, even though like the Philadelphia 76ers really went into this whole rebuild and I mean you see what they went through and look where they are. They still haven't got past the second round. And B could be probably the issue. I don't know if you can really kind of run your offense through him. It's not just about scoring. It's just really more about like him making plays, not holding on to the basketball when he's doubled, and he's turns the ball over a lot. Now he's been in the league for a long time. Why he hasn't really learned how to do that, beyond my comprehension right there. All right, so if you go to the bare bones and let's say you get lucky and get Cooper Flag, okay, you get Cooper Flag. Now you got to wait 2 or 3 more drafts. Cooper Flag will be on a second contract or getting close to his second contract before the Nets look like they can even win. And this is a good point over here. And you're going to be getting ready to pay him big money, and your team still isn't going to be ready to win. That's why you got in store the next 4 or 5 years because you only draft 2 players a year, and one is in the second round. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Those second round. I mean, like the picks in the 20s. We'll see if they actually be. If they're actually good. We're gonna really compare this draft in the 20s, and then those picks in the 25th. I think it was like 25, 26, and 28, and we'll see who's actually going to fall there. And then are they better than a lot of the role players that are on current that's on the Nets currently right now? And so, Bigley suggested Brooklyn will be aggressive in trying to accelerate this thing if they got a flag by trading draft picks for quality veterans. I think there's a pathway for them to speed it up, Bigley said. Then Mitchell, this is Sam Mitchell. Would you really do that again? The Nets went all in on a big three of Durant, Irvin, and Harden and got them nowhere. Although they did lead the Celtics 2-0 in the first round of the 2021 playoffs before injuries to Harden. Yeah, injuries is the whole key, man. And then you got to actually have real good, solid role players around these guys who actually really, truly, actually knows their role over here. Um, let's see. So this season, the Nets have some pieces, including Ben Simmons, who's in the contract year. Says he's healthy following a history of back problems. Says I feel great. I put in a lot of time and work in. Simmons says, but the Nets don't want Simmons to be too good or for the team to win too many games. If they're going to go in the bag for Cooper Flag, let's see. And it says over here, Flag will be the fourth number one overall pick, coached by New Jersey. So it's going to be interesting. And I think they say over here that you don't know. This NBA scouts actually saying that he can be a number one option, or he could be a high end role player, like a number two or number three. We'll see, because here's a video of Cooper Flag going up against Anthony Davis over here, and you see the length, and now he actually gets blocked really easily. So that is something that Cooper Flag actually has to get adjusted to, and then you see the difference in size between Anthony Davis and then Cooper Flag. So is he like I said, if he's going to play the three, he needs to have a lot of skill, equivalent, like great. Now I'm gonna say what? Yeah, really good ball handling skills, and then also really good shooting skills. And if he's actually going to be a number one pick, I'm gonna be watching him in terms of playmaking this season at Duke. Let me get the lines open over here. Anybody wants to come in on the show over here? Come on in. All right, so this is a new streaming software I'm using over here, so bear with me if let me see, Jonathan, come on in here. This is kind of like a test over here. So let me run this back one more time, and this is what I want to see more from Cooper, man. And they show him moving kind of without the basketball. Now, is he a high percentage one-on-one player? Right? Is he a guy that you could put the ball in his hands, and can he make plays? Can he actually be efficient? If he actually plays at the power forward, this is who he has to go up against. He has to go up against the Anthony Davises. He has to go up against the Zions. He has to go up against these guys. It's not going to actually be an easy task over there. All right, let me see. Jonathan, what's going on, man?
Whoa, BKs. This is some fun new type technology. Wow.
Listen, man, I have to spruce it up. I'm always doing the research. Only thing with me is, like I said, I work a full-time job. This is like a side hustle
Right.
for me, man.
Hey, we could comment now on the chat on here?
Yeah, man. Oh
Yo,
yeah.
let's go! I'm BK. Thank you. I've been wanting to chat on there and talking this. This is awesome. Thank you. This is awesome. I'm telling you, it did need a spruce up. Hey, new season, new podcast background.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
All right,
Absolutely.
let's get to this. Let's get to
All
this.
right, yeah, you heard my 10 minutes of ranting over there. What do you actually think, man?
I think Ian makes so much sense. I mean, the draft for these next 2 years is crucial for the Nets. I mean, next year we have 6 picks. We have a high chance of getting a Cooper, Ace, or Harper. You go from there, see what we could build next season. Then 2026, if we don't hit on AJ, like you said, the Boozer twins, Cameron, he would fit our team perfectly. He a physical guy just like Cooper. Like you get a Cooper or a Cameron Boozer, you get an Ace and a Cameron Boozer. Like those are good combinations. But after that, I don't see the 5, 6 year thing like they're talking about because the Nets are going to use a lot of those later picks in a possible trade to get veteran upgrades or talent that will complement the
Yes,
young
if
guys.
if they want those picks, we gotta look at is there real talent in the 20s, and we gotta hope that Milwaukee's bad. You gotta hope the Knicks.
Well, you also got to look at this too. I saw the chart. I got to find it for you, but there's a chart where the Nets have the most draft capital in the whole league, and there's a whole bunch of teams that are competing right now. They're at the damn bottom. They have no assets left. So at a point where the Nets are ready to contend with their home court talent, and these veteran aging teams are ready to blow things up, they're going to want draft capital, and the Nets will be at the top of the line, willing to give it for talent. So the Nets are in a great position right now. Let these contending teams that are at the end duke it out, and then when the Nets are ready in 2 to 3 years, the teams will come to us. Like I think the Nets are in a great position just with building assets up. Like that's what the Nets got to do as well. So I think we're in a good direction right now for sure.
All
Hey,
right, let me
Harlem.
get let me get let me get Harlem on the rise. Yo, listen, my fault that Ivan cut you off on the last stream, man. I wanted to say something. I was doing multiple because you were supposed to go next, Harlem. Like Ivan came in and just cut you right off, man. So you there, Harlem? What's going on, man? Harlem, yo. All right, so we'll get back to Harlem when he's ready to talk, man. All right, go
Right,
ahead,
right.
Harlem.
No, but I think the thing the Nets have to be careful as well is whoever we go after to pair with these guys, whether it's veteran talent or maybe a star, it's got to be the right move for the homegrown talent. I would rather the Nets, if we have Cooper, we're competing or at least towards contention before his first contract is up. I don't want to be at the end of his contract where the Nets are still squandering and just collecting assets. Like you want these guys to feel like they're in a position to lead you to that next level by the time their deals have to be renewed. So I hope we're at that type of level at that point, not waiting 5, 6 years when we're still trying to compete.
All
I
right, so
think it's
now
going to be
what
a
do you
shorter rebuild.
actually think of Cooper Flag, man? So you see the size difference over here. Let me replay this over here. You see the size difference, right? Look at the. It's going to take him some time, man. I don't
Right.
think.
But Cooper did have a deflection on Davis too in the highlights I remember, and he did make some good passes. Like you're right, against the Force right now, he's got to do some developing. But when we saw at the countdown, he showed the versatility. I think the one thing people got to realize about Cooper, it's more the quality of what he does. It's not going to be the quantity of Ace Bailey dropping 40, 50 points. It's not going to be the quantity of what Harper do as a point guard, but he gives you a little bit of everything. I think Cooper is that hybrid player where he gives you play from a guard, a forward, a big position. Like he does different things, which I think would complement this team in this new
Easy
era.
E, what's good? What's good? How do you like the
Like,
new layout, man? How you like the new? Easy E's like he's kind of surprised over here, man. Listen, man, I try to level up, man.
yo, easy. This is some cool stuff, man. Easy, some cool stuff, man. I'm excited. But yeah, like I see Cooper being that versatile hybrid for us. But I think the one thing that I do agree on, he's got to bulk up in the next few years when he comes here. Because I would want to see him play at the 4 or maybe the 5 one day with his height. Like he's got to bulk up to play those positions. But as far as the 3 right now goes, it's very possible for him right now on this team, and he's going to be a good complementary piece if we draft him to our young guys, whoever's around him. He makes his teammates better because he can pass as well. He's got playmaking abilities, so I think Cooper is like a Swiss Army knife type star that will make the foundation around him better. I'm optimistic if we do get drafted, we're going to see that for sure.
Yeah, and it also says over here that it's important that the Nets really kind of accelerate this thing because like Cooper Flag, I mean, it's going to take. I was even say let's say if he actually is good, you need good pieces around him, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Definitely,
it can,
definitely.
like the years go by so fast. We don't want to see like what's his name, Luka Doncic situation where it takes them like
Right.
8, 9, 10 years to really kind of like you know put a good team together. All right, Harlem, what you got, man? You there, man? Harlem, yo, I think I
He's
hear him.
still trying to figure it out. Drop
Hold on.
off, come back in while it's just static.
Nah, he's there. I mean, he's.
But you know what you're right about though. Like remember how Ian says that the Nets, if they go the Tatum Brown route, like we even said that Cooper at his best in a few years could be a Tatum, but he needs a Brown, AJ DeBaston. If we somehow hit on both of these drafts, like considering where we were a year or two ago with the big three discombobulating, like that would be some damn twist of fortune for the Nets. I mean, if you have Cooper and AJ, I mean BK at that point, you got to be aiming towards contention if you have those two top caliber drafts picks in your team like that. You would have to at that point. That'd be best case scenario out of this whole thing. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not going to say
and
that's going to
like
happen, but
like
great,
Sam Mitchell was saying, the Nets went all in on the big three of Durant, Urban, and Harden. I wish I was in on that interview because I would tell Sam Mitchell, it's like, hey, listen, we did not get like the Houston James Harden. We got something different. We didn't get Houston James Harden. We didn't get like Cleveland Kyrie, right? Go look at Cleveland Kyrie and then go look at Brooklyn Kyrie. Two totally different players. And then the Kevin Durant, we didn't get that OKC KD where he was like a little mini Giannis, so he'll just come down on the lane. He had the explosiveness and just like dunk
right,
from like dunking on like banging on centers, man. I'm like, damn. I mean, we didn't get that those three players. I don't know what we got, but it wasn't like the old players from Houston and Cleveland and OKC.
right,
You were
and
saying
I'll even and I'll even say it's giving you sports history. Say Ace Ben Flag because Podthorne was on our show the other night. He said that from what he saw recently, Dylan Harper was playing better than Ace as far as being in shape, as far as affecting the team. So as great as Ace is, all the compliments we give him with the 5-tool player status that he's got. There's some kinks in his game too that you wonder if he's in this team, is he just going to be a great scorer, but his other skills don't translate? Is he going to be like a K that's here for 9 years and the team never wins, and then he jumps ship. Like there's some big cons potential
Jamal was
getting
good. Was
Ace
good,
too.
Jamal.
Like I would be happy if we drafted Ace because he is a homegrown star talent that you can mold in a few years to be part of your team. But he also has his cons, just like Harper and Cooper have some stuff too. But it's going
Yeah,
to come
listen,
down
you
to
gotta
who
look at
best
like
complements the team in
does
the
he
future.
all right. So you gotta look at Cooper Flag too. I mean, does he
Mhm.
actually want to go out there and be the main guy? We seen Aaron Gordon, right? Aaron Gordon could score 20. If you watched him when he was with watched him when he was in Orlando and he played us. I mean, he totally annihilated us, man. We had nobody that could match up with him. After you put a smaller guy on him to
Right,
match his quickness, he can just overpower them. If you put a bigger guy on him to match his physical strength, he can just simply blow by him. So and he didn't want to be the main guy. He said it. He's like, hey, I don't want to be the guy. I don't want to go out there and score 20. It's hard because you got to go out there and make plays. It's
right.
okay. Cooper Flag. Do you see Cooper Flag actually really kind of wanting to be that guy?
I think what I like about Cooper Flag, like even he said himself, I'm not focused on being the one draft pick. I don't see it as a definite. I see that I got a job to do and to learn and grow his game. What I like when he did the countdown was he has two really great assist dimes to Isaiah Evans, one of his teammates. Like he's an unselfish player as well. He's got the swagger and moxie, which in many ways some people think that's a negative, but it's a good thing because he's got the confidence on the court. But he's also a willing teammate in as far as finding his guys to get their shots off too. So Cooper knows how to separate, his numbers with his team's numbers and be effective like that. Like he can be that hybrid glue guy that does different roles on the team, but he's still getting his bag at the end of the day. I think that's the one thing you got to look for with Cooper is quality, not the quantity of what he can do offensively. I think you got to look at how he affects the team in different parts of what he can bring. I think people got to look into that more than just oh, he's got a weird jump shot. Okay, he's going to fix it. He's not going to keep the same jump shot. And what I saw of the countdown, he made a pretty good one dribble mid range jump shot that did not look like it was a flawed shot. It looked like a dead on good shot. So I look forward to seeing how he progresses. He's got to obviously grow more, but he's on a good track right now.
All right, it's Harlem. You up, man? You are you there? Harlem. I think he's trolling over here, man.
I don't get why Claude Smith is saying Cooper's low. But listen, Cooper does not have to be the next Larry Bird. He's just got to be Cooper Flagg. Let the guy grow as a game and his identity. Like that's what it's about for him. That's why he did his own shoe brand. You want to do Nike, you want to do his own thing. Like Cooper's going to make his own path, whether it's on our team or a different team. Cooper's going to be an impactful player for a future team.
All right, Harlem, are you there, man? Harlem. I think I hear him, man, but
You
he's
know,
not
it's
saying
the
anything.
features. I think it's the features too, because where you come in, there's like these features. So I wonder. Oh,
Oh, all right.
you know what he might have not done? He might have not pressed the mic button because you have to press that so this thing could access your mic and your ability. I wonder if Harlem clicked no on that, and that's why he can't talk on the mic.
all right. Well, can you text him and see if he can actually and see if he can actually figure it out, man. He should be able to figure it out. It's pretty simple. You did it, so
Yeah, you just got to say yes, yes. Access the mic because that's how it lets you. Because that's what it needs. The system. It's a cool system, by the way, and it's nice you can see the comments too, which is cool.
oh, okay, okay. I was never like I was always on the. So let's get into the scout report over here. So you got some scouts over here that's saying that he is the comparison. Let's see if they changed it over here. Let's see. Sean Marion or Andre Kirilenko. You know, these are some with some this and these are like NBA Draft Net is the actual NBA scouts over here, and they're just basically saying that he has to tighten up his ball handling and become a much more consistent shooter. I don't. I mean, and he is explosive. I like the fact that he can actually guard. He can play defense. I like his leadership. I like the fact that he actually won
Right?
championship. That's you. Or that's Harlem.
No, that's all.
Yeah, you hear? All right. So Harlem, you there, man? I
I
hear you,
don't see
Harlem.
his camera. I hear him. I don't see his camera though.
Talk.
He's
Yeah, he
still
has to.
trying to figure it out.
Yeah, he'll figure it out. He'll figure. It. He'll get it. He'll get it. I gotta. You know what? I gotta get on the other end of this thing and actually see. I gotta actually get on the other end of this thing. It's a little complicated. What about Jamal, man? Jamal, go ahead, get on up in here, man. You
Now,
saying?
listen, I understand the Carolina comparisons, but you know
All
what? That's
right.
a comparison he's gonna bring. Oh, Harlem, what's up, man?
Yeah, Harlem, talk. Can you hear us? Yeah, it's just like kind of like I kind of stunned you guys with this over here, man.
It's gonna take a few minutes, but yeah, listen, the Karolinko comparison I get, but Cooper, I think is gonna break that. I mean, obviously, the every scout has to set somebody up with a certain barrier of a player, but I think Cooper could break that once he gets more offensively consistent, gets stronger. Like, the biggest thing for Cooper is if he builds up more muscle mass, the guy's gonna be a genetic freak in a few years, especially with the skill set that he's got right now. So that's gonna be the next evolution
Well,
for him.
the muscle is just one aspect of it. I mean, it's a lot more. Now we've seen
Right.
like guys like number three, number four picks. Like look at Porzingis, right? And look what actually where he's at. He's like he's a high end role player. I could see him being like a Porzingis. You know, I could see him like being that type of player right there. I mean,
I think Cooper's shot will translate. I mean, Porzingis he mostly just does the three shot, his wonky three shot thing that works for him, but he doesn't
nah,
have a jump shot
he
really.
can give you 30. You know, I mean, but he's like let's say like a Mikal Bridges, like let's say a better version of that. Just being able to hit threes, play inside, block shots.
But Cooper can dribble though. He has an interior game where he went to the rim twice the other night. Like he likes the physicality aspect of matching up against a three or whoever's guarding him and taking it to the rim. Like not a lot of guys like dribble. McKell doesn't always take it to the rim. He does mid range, but he never really goes to the rim as much. KP doesn't have a mid
It
range game
depends
either,
on
so
the
there are some
matchup,
differences
man. If
there.
it's like one of
Right,
these like
right.
Jaden McDaniels, I mean, Mikhail's not. It's going to be kind of difficult for like Mikhail to kind of get by him. But if you can get a switch and you can get a slower guy on Mikhail, yeah, he can actually take other players off the dribble. Like bigger
Right.
guys, bigger,
Well,
slower footed guys.
well,
Yeah.
that's why it's going to be important to around Cooper with good talent. He's on his team, so he can offensively have his moments. Because obviously, if it's just him and who we got now, it's going to be a lot harder for him to get all his offensive stuff up because the defenses are going to be guarding him a lot coming into the league, and that's why he's got to get more muscle mass. Because the stronger he is, the better he's going to be able to handle these matchups. That's going to be a good growth period for him, just to
So
see how he matches up with some
giving
big
you
players.
sports from my view, saying that Ace is actually better than Flag. Yeah. I mean, he has more skill. I should say, like a better mid-range game. I think a better ball handling. I don't know. See, you gotta look at you can't look at who's better. There's a lot of players that are like really uber talented. You gotta look at value, like who has more value to a team or to the Brooklyn Nets or to like let's say if you like if Cooper Flag or Ace Bailey was to go to the Knicks, I think Cooper Flag is more valuable than an Ace Bailey. So it all depends on the type of situation. So maybe the
Right.
Nets right now, like the Nets, would in terms of value, Ace Bailey is actually better. But if you can construct like a good veteran roster, then Cooper Flag is actually has more value.
Right. And that was such a great thing that you did differentiating that because I think with Cooper is he's already played with all these vets. These vets kind of know him a bit. There's going to be a national coverage with a lot of vets and stars watching on Cooper progress. If he progresses well in 2 3 years, there's a star that's going to be like, hey, I want to play with this guy. Now with Ace, more homegrown talent because of the Rutgers connection. He's definitely going to open a few eyes in the NBA too already with the KD stuff. So it's like both these guys are good for the team's long term growth. And as far as media and national coverage goes, you can't go wrong with either one. I think though that physically, both Ace and Cooper got to get stronger. I mean, Ace currently with the frame he is right now, offense, athleticism would be fun, but you're not going to stop everybody defensively as well, especially the big brutes of stars in the NBA. Like against Ace currently physically, he's not going to have the upper hand. Like that's gonna be a
The
problem
Claude
potentially.
always got to be about race, man. He says great white hopes are always valuable. I mean, no, that's not true, man. It's not true. That's
I'm
not
just
true.
keeping it skill set
It
always.
depends on the roster. It depends on the roster. Like if you are say Washington, maybe Ace Bailey's more valuable. Now he may. Hold on, let me see. We got Harlem back. Let me see. Let's see if he's actually there.
Nah,
All
giving
right,
you
Harlem, you
sports to my
figured it out.
view. Cooper Fly. Wait. Good words for you. If you look at Cooper Flagg and his whole stats from his beginning of his progression as a basketball player, he made his name on the defensive side before the offensive side. So say that Ace is way better than defensively, I disagree with you on that one. We could debate that, but I don't know if you really checked Cooper's stats on that one. I disagree on that.
Yeah. So he says Ace has more value to Brooklyn than Cooper because he's more skilled and he's actually is good defensively. Well, the book is out on Ace Bailey in terms of defense, man, because there's some scouts out there saying that Ace Bailey is
This
so
shit
bad
is
on
fucking wild.
defense.
Up.
Yo, Harlem, you there, man?
It's not
I
letting me join.
you there? You on Harlem? You are on? If you got YouTube in the
Yeah.
background, turn off YouTube in the background.
I don't know why, bro. Like,
Yo, Jonathan, text Harlem and let him know that he's actually on, man.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, text him and let him know that
You
he's
still
actually.
hear me though?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear. It's just that Harlem, I hear him, but he's saying that it's not letting him on. He doesn't realize he's actually on the show, and maybe his mic is not being connected right. Um, in fact, the league wants more diversity, more very good white player. White players are good for the fan base. Well, what's the demographic in the country? It's like
No,
200.
wait. No, wait. Give me sports my view. It's not that I'm a Cooper stance. If you actually look at Cooper's defensive profile, that's why he's the top pick in the draft because of what he does defensively for a 6'9" big man that is a great shot blocker. He can rebound. He can do stuff that a big can do. Maybe not dominate the interior as much against a big in a one-on matchup, but he can dominate the interior. So he is a good defender as well.
We
He
got
is
to see if
lateral.
he can
He guards
shot
his
block his
positions.
position though first, Jonathan, because he has Zion, AD. You see the size of these guys compared to Cooper right now. So I
And that's
mean,
why Cooper's going to have to develop the muscle to handle these guys because it's probably going to be a tough matchups. But I think Cooper will give these guys a run for their money. I'm not going to say he's going to dominate them because he has to get stronger defensively. I think we all know that. But to say that he's superior, Ace is superior to Cooper on defense, I disagree with him. And even BK just said it, that some people are saying Ace's defense ain't all it's cracked up to be. So, and I heard something about that too from you. So you said it too, BK, a while back too, that his defense wasn't as good, which I'm
Yeah,
a little
yeah. I mean,
surprised
he
at.
falls for like a lot of pump fakes, and
Mhm.
there's a lot of NBA scouts out there that said they would target Ace, over that man. They were just like, all right, you know what, spread the flow out and then target Ace because his defense is really that bad that you can really have a good, efficient like shooter night. So again, like a lot of times you're not going to be able to, like nobody's going to say, oh, I'm going to go shut this player down to like 0 points or 2 points. Like you're not going to hold LeBron James or like Zion and Paulo and Donovan Mitchell to like 4 points. When they talk about defense, what you want is for them to actually have to take more shots to actually score more points. So like when we had played the Toronto Raptors, Gary Trent Jr. went for 25 points over 12 field goal attempts. I mean, that means your team is not playing any type of defense whatsoever. So the following game, he
No.
scored 12 points. So that's what I'm saying.
Right, and another thing with Ace too that I've heard is he's kind of predictable a bit. Like teams defensively kind of know where he goes to the rim, and they kind of like are able to defend him or steal the ball from him. Like that's one thing they say Ace has to work on, cutting down and getting the ball stolen because he already has a set where he's going to, and it seems like okay, that's what Ace does. Ace has to get
Well, Cooper
unpredictable on the
Flag has the
court.
same thing. He has
That's
one
one
of
thing I've
those
heard.
a little behind the back crossover. I mean, he has to work on a little bit more too. I mean, yeah, these
Right,
guys. I mean,
right,
like I said, high school, they have the high schoolers. They have to see like what NBA, how to read NBA defenses. We look at Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid still struggles in terms of like passing the ball out of the double teams. I've seen him even in the Olympics. He would get double team, and guys are cutting to the rim and he doesn't pass the ball. He holds the ball. Brooke Lopez
right,
is another one. They were
right,
comparing Brooke Lopez to Tim Duncan at one point, but what's
right.
main weakness of is still to this day passing out of double teams.
Right. And you know what? It's going to be a good battle between Cooper and Ace for those top two spots. And it's cutting hairs because you could say Ace has the quantity of the scoring a bit more than Cooper, but Cooper has the defensiveness. Cooper can get to the rim athletically, but you could say that Ace has a slight higher level of athleticism. Very valid point. Like it's cutting hairs. Like you get one of these guys, they can be really good for our future. If you get Ace Bailey, that's a homegrown star that has
I'm not really
a
sure
real
about Ace
connection
Bailey,
already.
man. I'm not sure about. I'm gonna really, really go out there and study his game. If it comes down to Ace Bailey, I'd rather just wait for like AJ DeMonster or Cameron Boozer. I think AJ is actually better than Ace Bailey, and I think Cameron Boozer is definitely better than Ace Bailey. So we'll definitely see about that. Harlem, you there, man? Harlem, yo, Harlem.
I sent him a text to tell him he's on the show, but he didn't respond back to me.
He's probably trying to figure it out, man. He says Ace. Yeah. Then a lot of the clips. Let me
Yo,
see if I can. Yeah, you hear me?
Harlem?
Uh, BK got. He said, BK, you're bugging. How am I bugging in terms of what, man? What am I bugging about? All right. So
No,
Gerard.
let's say Gerard.
yo.
Yeah, you hear me, Harlem? Yeah, we hear I hear Harlem. I don't know. He just
Yeah.
doesn't hear us.
No, listen, Gerard, valid point. I mean, Ace
I
Bailey
don't know
probably
what's
has
going on.
one of the best mid-range shots in this draft. Like that's one of his bread and butter selections. But we also need to see Ace show more versatility. Can he get in the three more? Can he find different ways to score? Like if we get Ace Bailey, I want to see him show more versatility, man, because he's got it. He's a 5 tool player, but we got to see him not rely on that great mid-range shot. Like he's got to bring more to the table with that, and he has it. He just needs to show it more. Giving you sports. What's the best bet? Ace has a better year than Cooper. I mean, if Ace has a better year than Cooper, we could have a really great conversation towards the end of that. But I think both of them are going to be very strong. I think they're both going to
It
put up
depends. I
very
mean, they
solid
all going to
seasons.
go to like the Wizards. I mean, I don't know, man. It depends on who's the point guard. Let's see if
Uh,
LM figure this out over here. Yo, LM, can you hear me? LM, yo. What the hell's going on? Let me see something over here, man. Let me go on my other YouTube channel here, and let me try to connect to it. Let me switch
I think
accounts.
it's the mic thing. You just got to allow guys. If you're trying to get on, you allow that thing to access your mic, and then you just put your name in.
All right, let me see something here. Let me see. Let me see. This is a new software.
Yo, easy funny. This new shit got all I'm in the matrix.
Let me
Oh,
put
that's a good one.
the link back in here too. Hold on. That's funny. He says, Mister. He says, Mr. Z Flag won't be Wemby. You should know this. Yeah, that's another thing too, man. So Wemby, I mean, yeah. What do you think about that, though, man?
Listen, compare Cooper to Wemby. I mean, Wemby's a 7 foot special genetic, once in a lifetime type player, but Wemby's also got defense and scoring. Like Cooper and Wemby, they're both two really different animals, but they both start talents from the right there. They're rising up to that. It's going to take a little time for them to validate that whole star thing. But listen, I think Cooper makes the team better because he does versatile things. With Wemby, he's a versatile big. Like, I think that's the great thing that people got to realize.
Hold on. Wait, I'm just,
What's that?
no, that was me. I'm trying to actually.
Oh.
I'm trying to let me remove myself from this. Uh,
Can I just say, guys, keep the comments going. It's good to read your comments. We couldn't do that on the old ones, so this is nice to be able to just read and respond to everybody. Yo, LM, Cooper definitely
you
be a
gotta
stud. Let's go. Cooper is a hooper.
you gotta give more. Oh, all right. Maybe hold on. All right, Ellen, try to come back in real quick. Let me see. Come back in. I'm trying to figure all this out, man. This is way better than the other streaming software.
Easy, that's what I was saying, Easy. You have to let access the mic.
All right, all right.
Uh,
Oh, so he has to access the mic.
yeah, you have to let it. If you don't, it's not going to let you. It's going to bring you on, but you're not going to be able to access the mic.
Yeah.
So,
So Jonathan figured it out. Come on, man. Like sometimes. All right. So Ray says that Cooper's definitely going to be a stud. But we'll see. We'll see.
ooh,
Like I said, he has to bulk up. He has to get
right,
stronger.
mhm,
They said he's a hybrid, right? So he can play the
right.
3 or the 4 position. So in order to play the 3, let's see. Okay. All right. So LM, can you actually hear me? Hmm.
LM? I hope it doesn't let you not access it again after you deny it. If that's the
Oh.
case,
Oh.
yikes.
Okay. I think that's it. All right.
Mm.
I think has requested. Yeah. All right. Yo, LM, can you hear me? Unmute request has been sent to BK. Let me. What the fuck is this shit?
The technology's fighting you back. That's funny. That's funny.
All right. So
Uh,
they're not muted. Has reject. Yeah. So LM, you actually rejected the request over there, man.
oh
Uh,
damn.
so it says they can go to settings and actually change that. All right,
We're
LM, can
waiting
you
for
actually hear
that
me?
easy.
It says Mr. Z says the rebuild will not be over. Take it from me. It takes a team to actually win. Yeah, that's true. That's another thing. Like we're gonna get into these into like the other draft picks and let me in fact let me
Right.
pull it up right now, man. Hold on.
Right. And let me explain to Z. Yeah, Z, you're so right. And honestly, the Nets would possibly can have $100 million cap space. Be smart about it. Don't just dump it on a available veteran because we've done that already. Like, if anything, the Nets can absorb contracts like in a 1 to 2 year margin. You take on draft capital. Like, if the Nets do that and aim high for the 2026 draft, we're going to be able to have even more draft capital. We're going to be able to have expiring contracts that we can trade for veteran upgrades after we utilize both drafts. So, like, it's important for the Nets to kind of do a step by step process, not just go into this draft and be like, okay, we're ready. Like, nah, there are certain elements you need, Mr. Z, like you said, to make this team complete. And that's what the Nets' problem has always been. They've been trying to force people to do roles that they don't want to do. Like, I remember Torian Prince, he complained, like, oh, the guys had me playing a different position. I didn't want to do it. And Kyrie said that's not going to work. So the Nets can't have that. They got to be guys who know their positions and do it well. We can't just be guys you plug and play and it's going to be magic because you have a star too. Nah, the Nets got to make sure everybody knows their role and can play at a high level. So you're right. There is some layering that needs to happen.
All right, so Jonathan, explain to these guys how to actually join. Explain to them like a step by step. How do you actually do it?
Guys, as soon as you try to come in, they're gonna have the mic thing saying, "Can you will you allow the site here to access it?" And you just say yes. That's all you gotta do. You just gotta click on yes.
All right, let me do it with this other computer over here. It says,
Actually,
"What do you think about Claude over here?" He says it's early, but at the end of the college basketball season, Flag won't be the no.
hey, listen, I'm gonna take a line from Claude. Claude, that's just your idea, your speculation, and we'll see what happens. But I guarantee you that Cooper Ace, one of them, will be the top draft pick. I'm willing to say that much. So based on everything I've seen so far, and I hope I'm validated by that, which I think I will be. So
I probably should have I should have probably hold on. Let me open up another tab over here. Let me see. All right, I didn't know. I thought it was
ooh,
very
go
simplistic.
to Gerard's comment because that's interesting. Ace Bailey's like Cam Thomas.
You see
Uh,
some you can kind of see some similarities in terms of the shot selection, but I think he's a more willing passer than Cam Thomas is right now.
Right, but that's
He's a
that's that's my
playmaker.
potential problem there, though, BK. If you have Thomas and you have Ace, they're both dominant alphas. Can they put that on the side and actually work as a duo? I think with Cooper, he complements Thomas because defensively he does what Thomas can't do, and he could get Thomas more spacing. I just worry that Ace and Thomas, it could be a little battle over whose team it should be, and we shouldn't have that. So there's a risk there with those two guys. Can two alphas put their BS to the side and lead this team? I don't know.
All right,
Yeah,
so we got
That's no.
Easy E. Can you hear me?
yeah, I can
Easy.
hear you. Can you hear
Yo,
me?
All right,
easy.
Easy
Let's
E got it.
go.
What about
Yeah,
LM? You there,
yeah.
LM?
I just want to prove it. That's very simple to do. I don't know what's going on right
Well, I'm
now,
the
man.
first one to do it. Let the record show. John was the first one to
Yo,
utilize this technology right. All
Yeah,
of you.
yo,
All?
yeah.
see him on
Oh,
stage,
now
but
these niggas know how to use it. Now these
yo,
niggas know how to use it.
What about Easy E? You there?
Yeah, I'm here,
No, not
bro.
Easy E. It was
shit is
LM.
weird,
LM. I'm
bro.
sorry. So LM and Harlem is having issues. So explain to them, Easy, like what do you actually have to do, man?
Take the link, put it in
Yo,
Safari. When you put it in Safari, it's gonna
Oh no,
ask
you
you to
have Safari. You
access
have
your
Apple
shit.
though, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I got Apple though, but it don't matter. All just don't put it into Google Chrome. Don't put the link into Google Chrome. Put it into any other web browser you got.
Oh, that's
Let this
probably the
shit get
problem.
access, and it should be a walk in the park from there, bro.
yo.
Yeah, yeah. You there? You there, Jonathan?
BK, can you hear me now?
I hear you now. Yeah. So we got Chris. All right. What about Chris? You hear me? What the hell is going on with these guys, man? Come
I
on,
don't know what's going on.
because I want Chris and Jonathan to kind of go at it, man. So Easy. What do you think about the Cooper Flag thing over here, man? You think he can actually lead the Brooklyn Nets to a championship,
Yo,
man, with the right pieces?
Yo, that's a tough ask, bro. Nah, bro, that is a tough ask, bro. Have y'all seen him play the game?
Not in the NBA, but you seen him in that little teaser with it.
BK, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, Jonathan. You hear me?
Guys?
Yeah, you straight, John. You straight, John. Um,
Nah, he can't hear us. That's the thing, though. He can't hear us. So there's something going on with this thing. Let me see something.
I don't
Yeah,
know,
go ahead,
bro.
Easy. You could talk. I'm just trying to
Yeah,
figure out.
that's a tough ask right there. I'm not gonna automatically like. I don't know.
Oh, you know
When
what?
have you ever looked at a college kid and be like, that guy could lead us to a championship, and you don't know how that man plays in the NBA. You don't know what type of roster you need to put around him. So that's a tough ask right there. I ain't going nowhere near that cliff. I'm sorry, I can't go near that cliff right there. I heard Cooper gonna be good, but I don't know about he gonna be one of the main reasons you ride to a championship good. I can't go that far. He could get him to the NBA. I mean, I could praise him highly, but he could come to the NBA and just be a role player. You never know. So like, I can't do that
You
right
know,
there.
you
I
know what
got
I'm thinking is it allowing one person at a time though? I don't know. Y'all were both talking at the same time.
Nah, we both talking though, BK. Like you talking, I'm talking. So I'm
No,
just
no,
saying.
I'm talking about the actual people that comes on the show. Let's see. Allow moderates. Let me see. All right. I gotta look into this, man. All right,
You try to
let me
switch to some
see.
new shit. BK, you see what's going on? You see, that's that new shit right there.
Yeah, man. Listen, yo, you gotta level up, man. Yo, StreamYard is too boring, man. So I was like, let me go. Yeah, Carlisle, he kind of figured out. He says, "Hey, I'll just click on yes," and he says, "I click yes, but I still can't hear you soon." All right, my bad, guys. I'll try to figure this out. He says Jordy didn't declare Cam Thomas the leader of the franchise. Any wonder why? LOL. Wait, what you think about that Jordy didn't declare Cam Thomas the leader
Who is
of?
the leader on this bad team though? And who would you even put as the leader on this bad team?
Yeah,
That that
Ben
right
Simmons.
there
I
to
don't think he
me.
wants to lead though. I just think he wants to pass the ball and be a point guard.
But Ben
Yeah.
not a leader though, so we already know we can't give him that title. And then the things that happen around your career, it's gonna be hard to give you that leadership title. My thing is
BK, can you
why.
hear me?
I hear you now. I hear you. You hear me?
Yeah, John.
Yeah, something going on here, man.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Shit, goddamn. But I mean,
I think it's
look,
only allowing one person to. I think it's the audio here. On my part, I'm thinking it's just is asking for one person at a time. I
John was
don't know
just
what.
good. Was just good.
Yeah, we're both talking at the same time though, but something's going on here, man. I gotta figure this shit out.
But
All right.
you got to test run this shit, BK. You got to test run it before you
No,
throw it
that's
out there.
what I'm doing. I thought it was just pretty simple, man. It's just like people, like connect, and you know what? Let me see something here. But go ahead, easy. You don't think Cam Thomas could be the leader?
I
Or does he
wouldn't.
have to really kind of earn that?
I mean, I think he can earn it. He could work himself up to that, but I wouldn't just give him that title. First off, like me, like a coach giving that title, I don't know about that. I think like that should be a player thing. Like everybody should look like that is the leader right there, instead of a coach coming like, yeah, he's our leader. That you dealing with grown men, not little kids. Even though they're young, you still deal with grown men, so they're gonna feel some type of way about that. Two, I don't know about giving somebody the leadership title on the team. I mean, you could have multiple people on this team that you want to hear from and you lean on to from their words. But I'm not giving somebody a leadership title on this team. How you gonna be a leader if you aiming to win 20 games, bro? Like what like come on, bro. Like leadership somewhere in leadership you have to like be successful, bro. Like you can't have if you go on a road trip and you lose every game, your words are gonna die in that road trip, and you're never gonna be heard again. So I don't know about this leadership now. I'll have multiple people that have good words, but not this one guy. I'll lead. You lean on him. Like to be
Yeah,
honest, like all y'all motherfuckers on this team haven't really been anywhere. So why the fuck am I leaning on somebody that really like just been in a shit situation like me?
man, you can't be dissing on Cam Thomas like that. He's a fan favorite. Easy, come on now.
They be alright. They be alright. They be alright. Go wait for preseason when he drops some buckets so you can talk shit. I don't care. Y'all be alright, bro. Y'all, I
Yo,
can't take the
Eskimo,
same
you
time.
hear me?
Yo, I'm here. Yeah,
All right, how come Eskimo got it and now Jonathan is having issues? All right, so what's your whole thing on the Cooper Flag thing? Can he actually lead the Brooklyn Nets to a championship, man? What do you think? With the right pieces around him?
I don't think he's that type of player. I don't think he has that type of offense. I don't think he have that type of style. I
Wait,
think
wait, wait,
like
whoa, 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 Eskimo, man. Kevin Garnett says that he is, man. This is an NBA legend saying that he is a superstar.
I get it. He must see something differently than what I see. But like my viewing of him is that he possibly can be a two. You know what I'm saying? Somebody next to somebody. I don't know if he's necessarily can be a one because his style of play doesn't say that he's necessarily, you know what I mean, a one. Most ones offensively is super talented. You know what I mean? He has an all around game, but I don't know offensively if he's super talented. You know what I mean? That's what we gotta see in college. I'm only judging him from high school, so I gotta see the college book from high school, his team was loaded. He wasn't asked to be like the guy on the team. You know what I mean?
So, Jonathan, what's your rebuttal to that, man? Jonathan, yo, because he's a Cooper Flag. He loves Cooper Flag, man. So, all right, Jonathan's having audio issues. All right, so Luis is look what this. LM, you there? All right, so LM was actually talking.
Yeah, LM was
Yeah.
So Easy E says go to settings and let the app access your microphone.
Yeah,
I
y'all
think.
can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. I hear you, LM. The fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
gotta
know. I'm not
plug in
really a
the shit.
fan. I'm a fan of Cooper, but I'm not that big of a fan of Cooper.
Why not?
Um, to me, I don't know. Like, I feel like number one picks is supposed to have like an all offensive game to them, like a clear cut go to guy. You give him the ball, get out the way. Like, I just feel like you gotta have that sort of mentality when it comes to being a number one pick. So far, I haven't seen that from Cooper. Honestly, now college is starting, so that's yet to be seen. So you know what I'm saying. He could make me eat my words, but at the same time, he doesn't give me that sort of mentality that we seen from the previous number one picks, aka Ant, aka Paulo, aka Wemby. Like to me, it just doesn't. He doesn't give me that feeling. But coming up, you know, he could prove me wrong in these Duke games. So I am definitely willing to be proven wrong if the case does show it. But I mean, at this point, um, I still got Ace. Uh, if we had the number one pick, I probably would choose Ace, regardless of the Cooper hype. So I mean, it's yet to be seen. But I wouldn't be mad if we got him. But to me, it's not. He just gives me like 18, 8, and 7 vibes, like a super powered role player or something. Like I don't know,
Yeah, but Kevin
but
Garnett actually said that. Hold on. Oh, wait. What the hell is going on with this thing, man?
Somebody got a somebody got a
That's
crazy.
me.
That's
Hold
what's
on.
going on.
Me. All right, hold on. Let me check that shit. We good here. Um, let me see.
Gary, you
Gary,
want to
Gary, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear.
say? Okay.
Who just dropped off? Ellen, yeah, Eskimo there. All right, so Gary, let me get your feedback on the Cooper Flagg thing. You got Ian Bagley. He actually saying that the Cooper Flagg can lead the Brooklyn Nets to a championship with the right veteran pieces around him. You think Cooper is like a high percentage one-on-one player? And I mean, what do you think, man?
I mean, with the right pieces, yeah. If you bring in Joker, and Freak, yeah, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are the right pieces? If you bring in Embiid and Tatum, okay, then he can win a championship. But like, at least at this point, I don't see him as like the game changer. He's going to be a secondary piece. Ace is the guy. Yeah, we can hear you, Jonathan. Yeah, we
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
he's straight,
we hear
John.
you. Yeah, he's there. Added Jonathan. It seemed like
Guys, can
Ellen.
anybody hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. We hear you.
I can't hear anybody right now.
Hold on, yeah, hold on. So
Yo,
Gary, can you hear me?
loud and clear, Jonathan. Loud and clear. Yo.
Yeah, Harlem, you
I
there?
don't think John. I don't think John can hear us
Gary, give me a
though.
thumbs up if you can hear me. Oh man, I can't hear anybody right now. I was hearing everybody fine, then a glitch
Yo,
happened.
Gary, you
Now
hear me?
I can't hear anybody on this end. Oh man, this is weird. BK, something's up with the technology, man. He's
I
not
know,
being
I know.
anybody's friend tonight.
There's kinks in it. Hold on, LM got so LM. I muted LM,
Work, bro.
and his audio is causing like a lot of interference. So when I mute LM, all the what's it called, the static and yeah, it actually stops. I don't know what the hell's going on with this thing, man.
BK, it's got to be the system because if you guys could hear me, it's got to be something with the system
Oh,
malfunction.
you hear me now, right?
You
Yeah.
loud and clear. You sound
No. I'm talking. Jonathan, you hear me? No, Jonathan is.
I
Yes,
guess
I mean
not.
he still can't hear us. Yeah, it's crazy though, man. It's crazy.
What
Yeah.
happened to StreamYard?
Man, fuck that shit, man.
Damn, Jay. Oh my gosh.
I was looking to get rid of StreamYard
Wow.
for a long time. Normally, when I do videos by myself, I use OBS Studio. I was just using StreamYard for like what do you call it, for just for live streaming and everything. It makes it so much easier. But StreamYard is just really limited. I think they went up in like $88 a month for their top plan, man. I was like, what?
No,
You know?
I got it for like $30 a month or something like. Is it that much?
Nah, yeah, 88 for their top tier plan. They went up $88,
How is
man.
that $88 a month? That's not even that's not even
Well,
competitive, right? Like
exactly,
they
exactly.
don't offer anything different. It's not like a Mercedes Benz, right? Like it's just
And then like you look at OBS Studio, like OBS Studio just has way more features than like StreamYard. The only thing StreamYard does is just makes it easy
This
to live.
technology's not as fun as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, listen, we're gonna get the kinks out, man. And the whole thing is, we hear you. It's something I don't have the time to really research it right now. I'll research it tomorrow, God willing, and see what the hell's going on. I went through half of the tutorial on this thing here.
Almost got like a chat bug or something up in here.
That's crazy though. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. But as what about LM? All right. Let me see. Let me unmute LM. Hold on. What the fuck is wrong with this thing, man? All right. All right. So LM, I think he dropped off. All
We
right.
are currently experiencing technical difficulties. I'm trying to work through this. Please be patient,
So
everybody.
Ace Bailey though, Gary. So I don't know, man. You got people in the chat over here saying that Ace is they would rather have Ace Bailey than Cooper Flagg, but I mean I think that Cameron Boozer and AJ DeBossa is better than Ace. And if you're gonna get Ace, I mean I'd rather just take a gamble on DeBossa or on Boozer. What do you think, man?
you can't bypass this draft class. Like everyone's saying, that this if you can get a chance to get Ace Bailey, get Ace Bailey, right?
Yeah, but is the Bonster better than and
I
Cameron
can't.
Boozer? Because next draft
Let
class
me
is
get through this draft class first. I'll tell you who's better once
well.
I get
If you
through.
want to start winning, let's say they have the cap space next year. They add the free agents, right? They get some high end role players. They can actually, not be in the lottery. Now you miss out on AJ DeBosto or Cameron Boozer. Would you rather just like sit this one out somewhat if you can't get Cooper Flagg or Dylan Harper?
Yeah, but like, okay, so check it out. Back in 1986, was it? Like, Ewing was like the prize possessor in the draft class, right? And in 85, Hakeem Olajuwon and Michael Jordan were drafted, right? But everyone was looking to the 86 draft class because that was Ewing. That was Ewing. It's like, should we not get Olajuwon? Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, Ace Bailey's that dude. If you get a chance to get Ace Bailey, take Ace Bailey. It doesn't look. I don't know who if AJ is going to be better. I don't know, but I know that you're going to have a superstar in Ace Bailey.
Superstar. Damn, that's tough. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. Because we got to then compare him to the other small. Is he better than like Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum, who can actually play his position at
Tatum, Paul George.
Or do you see him getting better than being better than Paul George? Or that's tough.
Here's what I'll say: he's coming into the league. He'll come into the league with more talent than those guys. Does he like Vince Carter came into the league with more talent than Kobe, but Kobe outworked him, right? But Vince Carter came in with superstar talent. Ace is going to come in with Tracy McGrady talent. What he does with it, we have to wait and see. Like, is he going to be an all-star? Is he going to be an all-time great? I don't know. But that ability alone, his body type, his size, his length, his athleticism, it's all there already.
A lot of those shots, though, I don't see him making those shots like those crazy pull-up shots on the NBA level, man. I don't know. I got to see it. Yeah, I got.
Every
go ahead,
great
Eskimo.
shot maker takes bad shots. Kobe, Carmelo, Iverson, Cam Thomas, they all take crazy shots.
No, Kevin Durant. Yeah, hold on. Go ahead, Eskimo.
It's gonna look like that from now. And this is what I'm talking about with Cooper Flagg and him, right? He went to his regular high school. Cooper Flagg didn't go to a regular high school. So at his high school, he is the guy. He do everything. But you know what I'm saying? He is the main person. So whatever shot He has the green light to take now. Can he break those habits? We'll see. Right? And that's the thing that you're judging him on is his shot selection. He's 6'10". He's shooting over two people, three people, like he's KD right now. So the difference between them is if you look at Ace, um he's saying right now, you look at Ace and you see the talent. Like, my gosh, he's in high school shooting fadeaways over double teams. He's spinning the opposite way on the 3-point line, pulling the three. Like, he's spinning towards the crowd, you know what I'm saying? And not facing forward, he's facing the backwards and turning around and shooting threes. Like, those things he's doing in high school is things that people do in the league now. Like, he's saying the talent is way, way high. You know what I'm saying? So you just don't skip over him, because that's like you saying right now, they're like Tatum and Brown at 1 and 2 right now. And you might get like Michael Jordan, whatever, in the next draft. So you just don't skip. You don't skip this draft to go to the next draft, because he might turn out to be something like T Mac. And like, you don't skip over T Mac. Like, you don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's wild.
But you see the T Mac, like the T Mac comp, right? Like, I'm not saying he's going to be T Mac. That's not fair to put on anyone. But you can see
Right.
that kind of, yeah, you can see those kind of vibes.
Mr. Z, they're both at 205 pounds. Ace and Cooper. Ace Bailey and Cooper Flagg are both at 205.
They both need to get bigger.
Yeah.
But
They
like the
will.
thing is that Ace can clearly play the three, and it's fine. He's just a super long three, like Kevin Durant size three. Can Cooper play? Can Cooper play the three?
That's the thing. He has to tighten up his ball handling and his shooting. That's the thing. And that's going to take a while if he's actually going to be the three. Now, I don't know if you, no, I didn't show you this. I mean, let me add this over here. So this is the, let me see if I can full screen this thing. Now, this is where he's getting blocked by AD. And you can see the difference between, you see the length, you see the size, Gary, between
Yeah.
Cooper Flagg and Anthony Davis. You know, you see like the bigger shoulders, the longer arms. You know, it's a difference, man. Even like in the G League, and then like the actual, you know, NBA teams itself. That's the difference, man. Length.
Yeah, this is frustrating, BK. I'm trying, but it's just
I'm
not
sorry,
working.
Jonathan. I'll get it together, man. I'll get it together. I'm gonna try to. You know, I would have to end the show to try to figure it out, and because like tomorrow, I think tomorrow's the game though, right, between the Clippers and the.
How am I watching this game? Is this on? Is this on the? Because I have the NBA package. That's what it's on the
They
NBA.
showed a lot of the preseason games on the NBA League Pass though,
Yeah, I
so
have the league pass. Is that how I can watch it?
you could
'Cause
probably watch it because when you say you live in Texas, right?
yeah,
Yeah. So
I
I don't
have
know.
the S network too. I pay extra to have the S network so I can watch all that stuff. Is
Yeah.
that
They
is
probably should show it then.
okay? It's on the S
If
network or it's
not,
on?
let me see. There's another app over there where you can watch these games. Oh no, I switch phones up. Um,
Facts, easy.
he says that's why you test run the I thought this was pretty simple, man. They said it would be a easy process for people to actually come on the show, man. Yo, my fault, man. My fault. Well, Jonathan, can you actually just
I
talk
like the
and
system at the beginning, but I might have some buyer's remorse, BK.
do y'all wait? Y'all hear Jonathan though, right? Gary and Eskimo.
Loud and clear.
Yeah, I can hear it, John.
You just can't hear us. That's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. So let me see something with the audio here. Let me see. Um, input. Hold on. Output. Yeah, output. All right. Let me see something real sick. All right. What about now? Can you guys hear me now? All right.
We
Hold
can
on.
hear you loud and clear. Yeah.
All right, Jonathan. Can you hear me now? Nope. Let me see. All right. What about now, Jonathan? I gotta see for something on my end.
It
It's a
shouldn't be, because I just came right in, like, no problem.
Yeah, and it's like two people. I thought initially it was only allowing like one person to actually really talk, but then like Eskimo and Gary's on here talking simultaneously, and He says, Mrs. Z says he can actually hear him. It's a bad show, man. It's not really a good show.
Rough
I'm gonna
life
get.
for everybody.
Yeah. This is a really, really bad show, man. Bad show. What was we just talking about? Oh yeah. So you rather take Ace Bailey and I mean right away, and then what about the Bonster? Because they say the Bonster could actually be probably one of the best players in like generational type talent, win beyond a type talent. Like he can do pretty much everything.
Well, BK, that's if the Nets decide to tank twice, right? I don't know if they're going to, but it's the same thing in the next draft between him and Cam Boozer. It's like, you know what I'm saying? You got Cooper and Ace, you got AJ and Cam. Like, if you want to take a chance, you can take a chance, but there's no guarantee we're going to get 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. You know what I mean? Like, in both
BK,
drafts.
I think we need a technician. This is not going well.
Am I the only one that thinks Ace isn't? I mean, Cooper's not like he's good. I like his game. I would have taken him number one this year. But am I the only one that doesn't see him being like some can't miss all world talent? Like I
No,
don't see him like that.
no, I'm with you.
Cooper
Like
Flag, you
I
mean?
said,
Yeah.
I
I
see
don't
him
I
as
don't
a
see what the hype is because like all I do is just really kind of compare him to like the top power forwards or even the three. They say he could play both positions, but then like you look at there's scouts right now. There's some scouts that are actually saying that Andre Kirilenko or Sean Marion. Other scouts is actually saying that he can be a superstar. Then you have an NBA legend in terms of Kevin Garnett saying that he is a superstar. And he actually sees himself, like he reminds him of himself pretty much.
That's a
that
hell of a
tells you.
compliment coming from Kevin Garnett, right? Like that's one of the best. Yeah, that's one of the best ever.
Right. But you see his range, right? His range is so far apart. Like, what is he? You know what I'm saying? Like, when you talk about Ace, you like Gary said, when you talk about Ace, you can see like he has that potential already. With Cooper, it's like, okay, is he a Andre Karolinko? Is he Sean Marion? Is he Scottie Pippen? What is he? You know what I mean? Like, where does he go? Where does he fit in? Ace, you go one place, like you go, like he could be a superstar. Like that's it. That's the
Let
end.
me
Like
let me ask you this question. Like, I give you two choices. You can have Sabonis, Demontis Sabonis, right now, or you can have the draft rights to Cooper Flagg. Which one would you take?
Ooh, that's a really good question, man. That's tough. That's tough.
I don't take Sabonis.
Uh
I already know what he is. I don't know that Cooper Sabonis is a good player.
yeah, he's a really good player. He just needs better pieces, and he's actually in the Western Conference. And I see them bust AD's ass, man. Like Sabonis, man. He's tough. Footwork. He can jump hook with either hand. Handle the basketball, push it in transition. Yeah, Sabonis is actually tough. I don't know. I would probably at this point I would take Sabonis, man.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, and Sabonis is an all-star caliber player, but he's not some great generational all-time great talent. He's a really good player, and like you would take him over Cooper Flagg. That's
Yeah.
what like. So I'm saying like let's all just tap the brakes a little bit. I'm not saying he's not going to be good. He's going to be good. He's going to be a good player. Just
I mean, to be
they're-
fair though, Gary, I mean, I hear your point, but then like you're thinking about like kind of like the finished product of Domas Sabonis instead of like what he came into the league as. So I hear your point, but then like we're taking things that Domas developed throughout the years from like Indiana all the way to here. Like
sure.
I hear what you're saying, but that's tough right there. Like I can't like that's not fair of me comparing Cooper to Domas, even though we see
Yeah,
what
but
Domas doing.
I'm asking you to look into your crystal ball, right? Cooper Flagg 5 years from now, right? When he's at his peak, is he as good as Sabonis is now?
Sabonis got elite footwork, right? Elite
This is
footwork.
good.
We know one thing that Cooper is going to have way better defense than Domas, so that's gonna hold a
Okay.
lot of weight. That's gonna hold a lot of weight. Cooper
Well,
takes the three and the mid range. Meanwhile, Domas is kind of hesitate on the mid range and doesn't really take
Cooper's
the
jump
three.
shot is not consistent. I know he was hitting him in that scrimmage Duke, the blue and white game. Go watch this tape. He's not a consistent jump shooter. I'm not
But
saying
he
he
gonna take
can't.
the shot though, Gary. He gonna take the shot though.
Oh,
So
he's
if
gonna
he's
take. Yeah, he's gonna take it for better or for worse. That's true.
But Domas don't even take it. That was one of the things that hurt them when they was in the playoffs against the Warriors. They left them from the 3 point line before backwards. So you at the 3 point line, we not guarding. You at the free throw line, we not guarding. You at the mid post line, we kind of staying up on you just because you could pass, but we know you're not doing nothing. You don't got a left hook. You always go to your right. Things like that. So like, I really like Domas. I ain't gonna lie to you. I really like Domas. That's damn near a walking triple double. That's damn near a walking triple double. Uh, I would
A
have to
high,
see how a team works.
20 points, 13 rebounds, kind of triple double. Like
Yeah,
it's a high,
2013 and like eight.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's a lot. That's a lot. But at the same time, Mike Brown, Coach Brown, really kind of constructs the offense around Sabonis
That's true.
because of his skill set. But at the same time, like the coach is giving you the usage rate. It's not like you making plays without a play being called for you. The plays are being run through you. Now you make the decision. So that's kind of that's tough. But I would give it to Domas. But I really like Domas.
Well, so Jonathan makes a good point. That's another thing on the scout report over here where it says with Ace Bailey is that he relies on his jumper just a little too much instead of really kind of attacking the rim. That's something that the NBA scouts. I forgot about that too. That the
But you could
scouts.
develop that though, BK. You could develop that.
Oh
Jason
yeah, yeah,
Tatum,
yeah,
when he
yeah,
came
yeah.
into the league, he was a good shooter, but at the beginning, he was just slashing to the bucket, making layups, shooting some mid ranges, and now he's just a 3 point guard. He can't stop. He can't leave the 3 point line now.
Well, no, it was like in terms of just like being over reliant on the jump shot rather than just like going to the rim, like and like let's say absorbing contact, trying to get to the foul line, like things like that. That's what a lot of the scouts are actually saying. Yeah.
Well, like I said, bro, all those things can change in in due time for both players. You know what I mean? Anything can change for them because this is we talking about these guys from high school. They ain't play a college game yet. You know what I mean? You just going off what style, the style of play. Like everyone, all those scouts say Ace Bailey has an NBA style right now. You know what I'm saying? His style of play, you see it winning right now. They don't say that about Cooper, but he, like Gary said, he's going to be a good player. He's a good all around player. But when you look at Ace, you just see, you know what I'm saying, his style of play and like the PGs, the Kevin Durant's, and the T Max, like it's gold. You got to get him.
No, I think you're right about that, man. You're definitely right about that. But so my thing is that if so you actually think that AJ DeBosta will be better than Ace Bailey, and Cameron Boozer will be better than Ace Bailey?
I don't know.
I like
That
see
I
like
would. I,
what's his name? Ace Bailey's a face up player. I think Cameron Boozer could do both. He plays with his back to the basket and he can face up, take you up the
That's
dribble.
his back to the bed. It's like old school post up game, and he can face up. Cam Boozer is good. Let's take this one. Like, BK, do you really want to forego this draft and just load up on the next draft? I mean, like
No,
that's what I'm saying.
no.
That seems like
We got
like
6 picks in the draft.
a
That means you're getting
crazy
rid of six
gamble.
picks.
Yeah,
That's insane right there. That's a fireable offense. No, no.
Yeah, but it's like you got the first pick, the first you're in the lottery, then like the next picks are like number 20. Hold on, where is it?
That's why you start doing some GM work, BK, and you start to see if you could package one or two of those picks
that's
to
what I'm
move up or for a
saying.
different player.
What if I did this? I offered Detroit this trade right now. Milwaukee's pick, the Knicks pick, and my pick next year to Detroit because Detroit's gonna suck again. They suck every year. So I offer them my pick in 26 plus uh, this
The Bucks
year's
pick, the Bucks pick
Bucks
this year.
pick and the Knicks pick for your next year's one.
Who you getting back though? I mean,
I'm
hold on.
getting to the Pistons' number one pick, which is going to be a top 3 or 4 pick.
Me personally,
Oh,
Gary, I
You know
wouldn't
what I'm
want to give
saying?
up
Like I'm going to
my.
give you my
oh, I see
26.
what you're saying. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. So
but
that
get
means they have a chance of actually getting the Bonster or Cameron Boozer though. Yeah, yeah, I
the
got you.
pr-
right.
the pr- the problem with that though, Gary, is like if I give up my own pick, I take my own destiny out of my hands and I put it into Detroit, who just got a good coach, a better coach, and they kind of improved the roster. So I'm hoping for them next season to tank.
They
So I kind
improved
of
their
took the
roster. They gave Tobias Harris $40 million. Like they're not
but
going to
but
be
but
good.
but they still got shooters though, and they got a better coach, so they can run a different
That's all
scheme
they
now.
really needed was shooters, though. That was the main thing
Cade
with.
Cunningham needs to get out of there ASAP. Like he needs to get out
No,
of
no,
there.
he needs to get off the. He needs to be off the point guard. He needs to be at the 2 or the 3, not at the 1.
They got veterans.
Like
What they
they
said, they
got
added five
they got
veterans because
better,
they had
but they still suck.
10, 10, 10 guys under 25
Yeah.
that they went for veterans.
So the Nets 24th. If everything stays the same, you got the 24th and the 25th pick. So they have Jared Stevenson at 24. This is like just a mock draft. So they say he's a tougher Trey Lyles, 6'10", 210 pounds, versatile big who can stretch the floor, knock down the three ball. It's more like Noah Clowney right there. You got that in Clowney somewhat. I mean, I don't know about ball handling yet. I think we was looking at him though. I don't know yet. But then this other guy as a point guard coming from Lithuania. He's 6'5", and he's really more projected to go to the second round. But the Nets is kind of like will probably take a fly on him, probably develop him. It's not really much. I'm not blown away by like the comparisons over here. What they like this point guard? Let me see what they don't. NBA scouts didn't even get at this guy yet. Kasparis, I gotta see like a full screen the screen share thing here.
Do you guys want to pick 4 times in that first round, or do you want to package these things together and try to trade for a better pick?
I would like to take at least at the most 3 picks from this draft. I don't want to have 6 players on our new players on our
New
team
6
like that.
rookies,
That
yeah.
yeah, that is very counterproductive, bro. Like now you gotta make crazy decisions. All right, if we're gonna bring these if you drafted them, you're gonna have to put them on your team. So now you're looking at the other 15 that you got. All right, who we cutting now? Now some people gonna get mad because like, oh, Trendon Walford, you gotta get the fuck up out of here. Oh, Jalen Wilson, you gotta get the fuck up out of here. Why? Because we just drafted somebody, so we gotta see what's going on. So we gotta change your contract, modify it to a 2-way, and now we gotta send to the G League and forget about you. You're gonna get upset by those decisions, bro. So I to avoid all that shit, package some of these picks up. If you want to get somebody from the second round, do that. But I'd rather just 2 people from the first round. Our pick and whoever else pick you want to use.
I'm taking most of the picks, bro.
If I could
This
package
is,
all 3 of them and get back into the lottery and get 2 lottery picks,
Nah,
like
that's
get
what we
like
talking about.
13 or something like that, I would do that.
I just don't want to
I'm
give up our pick.
I'm taking all the picks, and I'm gonna tell you why. They might just take all the picks too, right? Because we're gonna end up like Detroit. You're gonna have so many rookies on this goddamn team that you're gonna have to get some veterans on here, right? So even if you took 2 or 3, your roster will still be almost about 12 guys on the 25 by next year.
I want to ask you guys something, man. Now, again, I was talking before you guys came on. I was talking about. I think Jonathan was on here. Him and I were talking. We can't look at like overall talent and say, okay, this is the best talented guy in terms of like, let's say Ace Bailey. Who has more value to a team, right? Is it Cooper Flagg or Ace Bailey?
Both.
Value, not. We know Ace Bailey's definitely much more talented than Cooper, like in terms of just being a overall basketball player. But like, who has more value? Like you got to look at
Yeah, but
Mikal Bridges, Cam Thomas. Like,
like let me give so like Cam Thomas is a better basketball player than Marcus Smart, but Marcus Smart has more value to a team than Cam
yeah,
Thomas.
exactly.
I'll say
Yeah,
Cam
he
Thomas could
does.
put I'll say Cam Thomas put the ball in the bucket way
Well,
light
all right.
years
So
better than
Let me
if
ask
we
you
take
this:
but
if we take Cam Thomas and put him on Memphis, they don't really need him. They need a guy like a Marcus Smart, like a
they
glue guy that's physical, that can like make plays without the basketball in his hands. Like I think Cam Thomas would need the ball in his hands to actually be efficient, to be effective.
That's what I'm saying. There's not an NBA playoff team that Marcus Smart wouldn't play for. Any playoff team, he's getting minutes on. Cam Thomas, it's like, and I love Cam, so I'm not hating on him. But
And he
he'd
has a Cam
never play
Thomas
for the
jersey.
Knicks. He'd never play for the Sixers. He'd never play for the Celtics. He'd never, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of teams he would never get on the court for. Definitely the Celtics. Like, there's just a lot of teams that he's was it Marcus Smart? Yeah, John. Just saying, Marcus Smart has more value to a good team than Cam Thomas does.
Um, yeah. So now when it comes to Ace Bailey and Cooper Flagg, on like let's say on this Nets team, who brings more value? Cooper Flagg or like let's say Ace Bailey?
It depends where you value this. I value Cooper. I value Ace like he's a number one option star. So it's him, right? Like even if you're saying Cooper Flagg is Sean Marion, right? And that's like the best comp I've seen of him. Who brings more value, Sean Marion or Tracy McGrady?
Um, it depends on
Does
like
it?
it depends on what
The team.
team, yeah, that like you would put T Mac on, man. So, like if you throw him on that, let's say that Lakers championship team right there that won the three titles, you would say Shawn Marion, even though like T Mac is actually way better.
If you put T Mac on a team with Kobe and Shaq,
No one's winning, bro.
they would figure it out. They would figure
Kobe
it
would have
out.
got upset. Kobe would have got upset. Kobe would have wanted
That's
Shaq
what I'm saying.
and
That's what I'm
T
saying.
Mac
So
out of here.
we know,
Kobe would
like
have got
Shawn
upset.
Marion is nowhere near Kobe's level. I mean, that's blasphemous for me to say. But like, I mean, on T Mac's level, I'm sorry. But like in terms of value, because there's only one basketball, right? So not
Yeah.
like you only like you need guys that can actually play without the basketball. Like Cooper Flagg actually kind of brings that more. Like he's more proven, I would say, in terms of being able to actually play off the ball, versus maybe Ace Bailey who actually needs the ball in his hands.
He can
But
play off ball too, BK. Don't he doesn't have to
No,
have
I
the
mean, is
ball.
he more efficient though playing off the ball?
He has one of them Clay Thompson games in high school, four dribbles and like 38 points or some shit like that. Like he doesn't need the ball. You know what I'm saying? He absolutely does not need the ball. He can shoot the
Uh,
lights ball. You know what I'm saying?
but
So
to real quick, Esmo, to Gary question though, right? Because he was saying who will have more value to like our team, Cooper Ace. So let me just modify that question a little bit, right? Just a little bit. So all the teams contending for the number one pick, and that would be Portland, maybe Charlotte, maybe Detroit, Spurs, things of that nature. Who would help those teams more? Defensive monster Cooper Flag or
so
potentially
like
great
with Detroit,
scorer Ace
Detroit,
Bailey?
Detroit would definitely use a Cooper Flag because you already have Cade Cunningham right there. Like
Right,
the ball would be mostly in his hands over, like let's say Ace Bailey.
right. But on a team like Portland, Cooper Flag will be way more valuable because now you're a defensive monster. Now we could switch up some lineups. Now you're helping
But you
DeAndre
need
Ayton.
somebody to put the ball in the basket. They need like an elite
Anthony
shot maker.
Simons. Anthony Simons. You still got
I
DeAndre
don't
Ayton. You
think
got
he's gonna.
Shaden Sharp.
I mean, you need like that a wing, man. You need like a guy who's like what's Ace Bill like 6'9", 6'10", right? He's growing. I don't know if
yeah,
his
he's just
growth spurt is actually filled yet, but
But you got no defense on your team. That's the stalwart right there. That's where you start from right there.
yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
But like on a team like Charlotte, though, I feel a little bit better having Ace Bailey on that team over Cooper because I got a point guard that's just crazy. He gonna set you up to be in the right position. So like you'll have your 1, 2, and 3 set. You have Lamelo at the 1, Brandon Miller at the 2, Ace at the 3. You're solidified at that point, right?
facts. That yeah.
Hello.
John.
Jonathan,
You back? Hitting people with the Adele joint, bro. Like, yo,
You figured it out,
John,
Jonathan?
he can't hear us still, bro. He can't hear
yo,
us.
hit us with the Adele. Hello, are you there? Like,
Hello.
you listening? Yo,
All right, Jonathan, you
Yeah,
hear me?
John. Joe John, I'm not gonna lie to you because the same thing just kind of happened to me. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. You might have to up the Wi-Fi because that shit went crazy just now. I'm not gonna lie to you. This new app, I mean, it looks good, but that shit is yo. It need a lot to move. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. It need
Yeah,
a lot.
yeah, 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 yeah. All right, Jonathan, you hear me now? Let me
We
see.
can hear you, but you can't hear us, bro. Stop saying if we can hear you. We can hear you, bro. You can't hear us, bro.
Yeah,
Right,
Jonathan can't hear us. That's the thing. Let me see something here. Push.
We heard you every time, bro. You,
right. Hello from the other side.
All right, so I think Jonathan's. It's weird. Let me see. He says, "I'm not gonna lie. That the Nets had the number one pick, and they choose Cooper. I'm gonna be a little mad. LOL." Yeah, I mean Dylan Harper, man. The Nets do need a point guard. I don't know if Ben Simmons how much he can actually hold up. Uh, I've
Ben
been,
Simmons.
To
They
me, the
need a point
question
guard
is
regardless.
Ace or Harper, not Ace or Cooper. It's Ace or Harper.
I'm still taking
Mm,
Ace. I'm
Me
still
too,
taking
but I'm
Ace.
still
yeah,
taking Ace too. But I would take
but then
Harper
again, like
over
I said, if
Cooper.
you look at the 2026 draft, right? If you can get, I don't know, like, do players want to play with Cooper Flag though? You know, like, let me see. The 2025 free agents draft class sucks. I think.
but you ask an NBA question though, BK. The kid didn't even get to the college game yet. We can't ask
Right.
if players want to play with him if he didn't even show what his game looked like in college yet. Like you gotta let it
What?
you gotta let it see first. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
gotta see.
What I would say, BK, is right. They ask the players of high school who is the toughest person you ever guarded. Cooper Flag name never came up in none of the guys. Not AJ. Not his name didn't come up. All the guys mentioned was Ace. They mentioned Dylan Harper. They mentioned Ian. They mentioned AJ. They mentioned Tyron Stokes. His name doesn't come up like that. He's not. For somebody that who they talking the hardest person they had to guard. That tells you his offense is not up there. You know what I'm saying? Like
No,
he's not
that's what I was trying to tell Jonathan, but then you gotta look at it from a different perspective. Like being able to play off the ball too and be efficient off ball is
Right.
so much so valuable, man. It is.
Especially
Now
for
if
a young
Cooper
player.
Fly can actually combine the two, he can be a good on ball guy, like with the ball in his hands, and then being able to play off the ball, like a LeBron. I think MJ and Kobe was really was good at that. That and then I would say, yeah, that's superstardom right there. But if he's not good with the ball in his hands and he's not efficient, well, not say efficient. If he's not like hard to guard, you would say like Eskimo was just saying, yeah. Then damn, that's tough, man. So Jonathan, he's not here to defend himself, man. So
But I think Cooper got a great skill set to be a great off ball player. Like I know, like y'all looking at him like, all right, he keep on taking the shot, don't make. All right, that's like the college game right now because he's the biggest motherfucker on the court. So you're gonna give him the rock and let him do things. But like in an NBA team, if you could work off ball, those times when in high school and maybe college, I don't know, but like they giving you ball and expecting you to create, we just need you to work off a pin down and you just shoot.
yeah,
facts.
yeah. He says,
But
Jonathan says, last time, last, he said, Mr. Z, last I checked, Cooper Flag got invited to play with KD, Stephen Curry, LeBron James. Why didn't Ace or Harper get that invitation?
I'm gonna
Good
be fair
question,
though.
Gary. Good question, Gary.
I'm gonna be fair though, real quick, BK. I'm gonna be fair. Scoot Henderson got that same kind of invitation. What he did last year. What he did
He
last
got
year.
he got better as the season progressed. I mean, he didn't have a great season, but he got better. There was improvements.
Gary, that beginning, people
Well,
was damn near going to throw the bust of a lifetime on him,
it was
man.
bad.
They
It
said
was,
he's supposed to be
it
generational.
was bad. It was bad.
Bad. And they were saying you generation, you're gonna be the next Russell Westbrook. You see what I keep on talking about? Putting acclaimed guys next to these young kids. Oh, you're gonna be the next Russell Westbrook. You're gonna be the next generational. Yeah, he got a jumper. Yo, he working out with Steph Curry. He gonna have a Steph Curry shot. First game, niggas had to get goggles. Like, oh, you went blind, dog? Oh shit.
yo,
Nigga, what? Come on, son. Come
like
on,
I like
son.
like I
It
said,
put a lot of
that
pressure on
doesn't
him.
that doesn't mean anything, right? Because I told you one of my boys went to the league. You always, if you're one of those guys, you get invited to places where those guys be at. He just happened to be on Team USA at that time. You know what I'm saying? He just got that invite. But these guys play with pros all the time. I went with my boy to plenty of invites with him with NBA players, and they just want to see him play against those type guys. It happens all the time. It's not. He just got the biggest stage for it, and he was the top player. That's all it is. It's
Yeah.
nothing more, nothing less. These dudes hoop with NBA players all summer. You know what I'm saying? And Cooper and Dylan was already at their school getting their stuff together. That's why
Yeah.
they didn't play. You know what I'm
You
saying?
you can't put too much stock on an NBA player inviting you to play. I mean, like if anything, they just want to see like NBA players know about other ball players. You know what I'm saying? Not other NBA players, but other ball players. So they tap into like EuroLeague players, overseas players, things like that. So like what you putting a lot of stock into, they not thinking like that. So I'll just say that I'll agree with Eskimo.
Right. The people
But
who don't know, they put a lot of stock into it, like John
right,
right
yeah. But we not saying Cooper not good. It's just there's levels
now.
to this, especially when you're coming out, bro.
Right. He good. Nah, he's gonna be good though. That's the thing. He's already good. He has a
Well,
nice
I'm not
all
going.
around game.
Well, I'm not going. I want to say that Esco, but I'm not going to give him that yet. Like I thought Scoot was going to be good, and then like a week into the fucking series, they sent him to the G League. That is horrible, bro. That is horrible. Like you like I know if he bad, cool, but you just killed his career with that one right there because like like less than a month you gotta get sent to the G League. Jonathan Kaminga didn't even get that. Moses Moody didn't even get that. James Wiseman didn't even get that. Like
And Portland is where teams go to die. I mean, players go to die. Yeah, you
don't say
guys
that.
hear me, right?
Don't yeah, I hear you, BK. Don't say
All right,
that.
so
Dame, CJ, LA.
all right, so it was real simple for me to actually. I went on my other YouTube channel and then got in here. So I don't know what's going on, Jonathan. It's a you problem, man.
It's a you problem, not a us problem, not the app problem. It's a you problem. You gotta figure that out, Jonathan. You gotta figure that shit out. I ain't gonna lie, that shit just did that to me, but I fixed it though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. So what did you actually do though?
That shit had like cut me off, but I just left the room. I turned off my Wi-Fi and my service, and I turned it right back on because I ain't gonna like when you, because I'm on my phone right now. When you use these kind of apps and from your phone, this shit take up a lot of energy, bro. Like this shit start making your phone run slower or type of shit. So like, you just gotta be cognizant of that. Like this shit take up a lot of energy. This shit basically take your undivided attention on your phone.
That's crazy. All right. So I mean, so you like it though, right?
I mean, it's
Easy.
alright right now, but me personally, I got the StreamYard app, so like it make my phone run way more smoother. So right now, it's kind of fucking on my phone, but it's cool right now. It's cool. I ain't really got no problem with it.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
But if
Okay.
everybody can't use it, then I don't know. Then BK, you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
don't know.
nah, so I just added myself to it, so it was very, very simplistic on my other YouTube channel, Sports to the Wire. So we get into other stuff on there. Well, I get into other stuff over there with the rest of the league. So that went through. It was very smooth, man. So I don't understand what happened with Jonathan in Harlem. You know, it was very simple, man. It wasn't like you put your name on there, you put Easy E or Gary 3D Boxing or Eskimo, and it was very, very simplistic. But I'll do my research and see if there's any type of troubleshooting thing. Hold on, you matter of fact, let me see something here. Yeah. Um. So Cooper Flag. So wait, Eskimo, what were you saying about who was saying who was hard to guard? It was they didn't put Cooper Flag up there or anything like that. Who was
Nah,
that?
no
Who was
Cooper
saying
Flag.
that?
Ace
Oh,
Bailey, Dylan Harper, AJ, Tyron Stokes, Ian Jackson. I can't remember all the guys, but they play against each other. All these guys played against each other at some point in time, and they never mentioned his name. His name never came up. You know what I'm
now
saying? And I
is that
have
a jealousy thing, or you just think it's more like because of all the
nah.
attention?
You gotta think of all the guys that they named, like AJ, Ace, and Harper. They all offensive guys, right? They naming all the offensive guys that you have to guard. one
The
on
system was
one.
working fine. Now it's not. BK, this is a your system problem because if I could get on here and talk, it's not my end
Yo,
that's screwing up here.
I don't know, man. Gary got on, Eskimos here, and Easy E, and then I joined from my other channel, Sports to the Wire. So I joined in, I added myself, and I took myself off of the BKNY thing, off the whole server here, and then I was talking. Just it was an echo because I was kind of doing both, but I got in, So I don't know,
Right.
Jonathan. Yeah, I'm trying to. Let me see some troubleshooting stuff over here, man. Let me see.
But real quick to Esco point, and I don't know if I think it was you that put this video up. I'm not too sure because I'll be looking at wild shit. But I remember like the young youth, and I'm not saying I'm going to take my whole basketball analysis from the young youth, but the young youth is even saying that AJ DeBonsa got a bigger bag than Cooper Flagg. So at this point, it's the bag tween type of thing. So maybe they saying these other guys are hard to guard because they got more to their offensive game. They got the in between the legs. They could handle the rock a little bit more. They got a little bit more counter to the game. If you cut them off from the baseline, they can still come back and drive to the basket. They can still back up and hit you with a three. Things like that. Meanwhile, Cooper Flag is kind of more direct. He doesn't
yeah,
have a lot of
basic.
counters to the games.
Like I said,
So
Right.
he had. I think Cooper Flag has more value to a lot of teams around the NBA versus, like, let's say, Ace Bailey. Because, like, if you look at, like, let's say, Memphis, all right, they already have like Desmond Bain. They already have Ja. If you look at the Lakers, they have AD, LeBron. If you look at the Knicks, they have the ball will be more mainly in Jalen Brunson's hands. So I think Cooper Flag just has way more value to a lot of different teams. San Antonio, he's just a perfect, like, off the ball type of guy in terms. It's just like how we were comparing Cam Thomas and Mikal Bridges. We know Cam Thomas is definitely more talented than Mikal Bridges, but Mikal Bridges, because of his ability to play off the ball, is just so much more valuable to other teams than Cam Thomas.
also the measurables by these players, like Mikhail is like what 6'8" with like a fucking damn near close to 7 feet wingspan. Like that's great on defense, and he's good on defense. Like certain things you just can't walk by. Oh yeah, yes, your guy is 6'1", 6'2", and it's hard for him to guard some of his same matchups that have the same scoring ability because he can't keep up. Yeah, you gotta look at some measurables too. Like yeah, your guy is short. Meanwhile, that guy is tall and got a great wingspan. Cam Thomas don't got a crazy wingspan. Like wingspan is important too, bro.
No, it is. It is. It is. It is. It's like I said, mainly a fit. Cooper Fly can fit on a lot of different teams in the NBA versus, like, let's say, Ace Bailey. Like,
Right.
Ace Bailey would have to be on a team like Brooklyn, the Wizards. Who was the other bad team they were talking about? I don't know why they could.
Charlotte.
Charlotte. Um, but like a lot of teams, like Orlando's, like Paulo Banchero is going to be the guy, and he's going to have
Yeah.
to play off of Paulo.
You know what? On a team like that, like Orlando, Cooper would fit really good on
Yeah, that's
that
what I'm
kind
saying.
of
He
team.
fits on a lot of different teams around. I think that's why he's probably just so hyped right now because it's just the way he fits on a lot. Like those 3-and-D guys is just so valuable right now. Because if you look at the West, I mean, the West is loaded. Like Houston, even Houston, man, they got Shangoon. Who's definitely better in terms of offense than a Cooper Flag, like with the ball in his hands and a half court set. Um,
But I think Cooper defense is way better than Sengun's even right now, which is
Oh
kind of
yeah, I
crazy.
mean, look at the points that Shangoon can put up compared to like a Cooper Flag that just would like throw off the defense though. Like defensive deficiencies that Shangoon could like that he actually has.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, um, says Michael Jordan got picked at 3. Um, he says I think the question needs to start. I think so. That's my whole thing. So I think that's why Jonathan is so hyped, though, because like I said, Cooper could fit on a lot of different teams. Minnesota, he's a perfect fit. Where like let's say you throw Ace Bailey on Minnesota right now, right? You got what's his name? Who needs the ball? Ant Man needs the ball, and Julius Randle needs the ball.
You,
And it's
you,
only one basketball. It's only but so many seconds on the shot clock.
let me ask you a question because my Mr. Z brought up a great question, a great point, and I want to ask this question because we kind of in the same situation. So before these players pan out, right? I'll just ask you a question. Would you take a player with a lot of upside? He's dominated in college, or would you take a player that you're looking at right now, 7 feet, and you have a possibility he could be one of the greatest defensive players ever in the NBA, which one you picking?
Um,
Amazing upside, or you already know like that man's going to be the best defensive player ever in the game. You're going to put him in
like
conversation with
yeah,
Bill Russell.
Claxton's a really good defender, but then you need to be able to score the ball too. So it
But
can't
we
just
talking
be
about
like,
all time defense. Claxton's a good defender, but we talking about all time defense possibly.
uh, yeah, I was. It depends
So
on it depends on it. All right, so it depends. I mean, there's a lot that goes into that. Uh,
cause we kind of in the same situation. Cooper Flagg, great defensive player, got some offensive game to him. You could kind of equate that to Hakeem, but then you could see Ace Bailey, crazy upside, dominating where he going. A low key
so
pick,
like
but
based on the team's need, we need like an elite shot maker right now. We need somebody that like within 7 seconds. Or well, we got Cam Thomas, but like I don't know.
but that's our team right now though. BK, we a bad team, so we can't make decisions of what this team look like right now though. We're gonna change up in 4 years' time. A lot of these, we might keep 2 or 3 players from this core 5 years down the road. So making an offense, if you're gonna develop somebody for 3 to 4 years down the road, like your offense right now, I'm not saying it don't matter, but don't matter all that much because your shit is gonna change in one or
No,
two,
we
three
need. I
years
mean,
time.
a lot. Listen, like at the 5 position, Claxton. We'll see. I mean, they said he bulked up, but I have to see it. Right now,
Yeah.
he can't guard. These big guys right now. So he needs to be able to score. Like you can't stop Joel Embiid. You gotta. The only way you're gonna stop Joel Embiid is by like him actually having an offensive bag and then making Joel Embiid play some damn defense, and he gets tired and it affects his numbers. Like it affects his efficiency on the offense.
Somebody got an echo. Did he just come?
Yeah, that's that.
Somebody.
All right. What the hell's going on with this thing? This thing
Who?
is bugging.
You just joined in. That was your other account, BK. That was
No,
you.
that was Jonathan. Yo, Jonathan, turn off YouTube in the background. I mean, maybe that's it. I think he has YouTube running in the background.
Are
See, I
you
barely
running
hear me.
YouTube the same time on your laptop, John? Because that might be a problem too. If you running YouTube the same time as you talking to us, that might be a problem, bro. I know you're trying to hear us to hear what's going on, but yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, Jonathan, you there?
I mean, he here, but he just can't hear us. Maybe that's why he was running
Let
YouTube
me
in the back to hear
let me
us.
come off. Unmute request has been sent to BKNY Hoops. All right, I unmuted him. What the fuck is going on with this thing, yo?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, BK. You might have to go back to stream, yo. I know it's some bullshit, but you might have
He
to
ain't
go
going
back.
back to StreamYard, apparently. He gonna make this work.
Right.
Now, Jonathan
My
was
internet.
good. I don't know what happened, man. I don't know what
Yeah,
happened.
he was good. He was good, but I think the same because that shit was happening to me. Like I was talking, then all of a sudden I had to fucking drop out because I couldn't hear nothing. I think y'all could have heard me, but nothing was reloading, so I had to drop out, take off my Wi-Fi, shit like that. But like, shit, there's some new shit right here, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I think that.
Yeah, my internet keeps going out. It says my internet's going out, and it just put me right back in.
I'm
And
telling you,
I'm
this
like,
shit is.
yo, I'm saying,
Yeah, this technology does not work. I'm trying right now,
I'm,
and BK, this is so frustrating right now.
All right, my fault, guys. My fault. My
yeah,
fault.
Yo, Esco, I told you this shit take
I'm
up a
like,
lot of current, bro. Like it need a lot of Wi-Fi to run this shit. I don't know what's going on with this streaming fucking app right here, but goddamn, goddamn.
I'm like standing on my Wi-Fi. I'm standing on my internet box right now. I'm like on top of it.
Gary, what browser are you
BK, I think when you try to get so many people on here, there was a glitch because
Chrome.
I was fine, and now it's like my whole volume is cut off. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm trying to check the settings. Let me.
Restart your shit, John. Restart your whole stuff, then.
Wait, can Jonathan hear us now? Or
He can't hear us. He probably listened to YouTube. He probably like turned the TV down a little bit and just listen to the background because like he talking to us like with a delay. So like he probably listened to YouTube and try to respond to us, but like he can't hear us still.
yeah, no,
I
Jonathan.
literally have a laptop where I can hear you guys, but I'm trying to keep it low so there's no overlap.
Yeah, you see. So he just listening to us from YouTube, so like he could keep up. But like
I mean, what's your browser that you actually using, Jonathan? Are you on Chrome or maybe try not using Chrome? Maybe you go on to like another
if
browser.
you're on Chrome, that shit shouldn't even let you use it. So I don't even know how you used it on Chrome. Cause I try to use it on Chrome. That shit kicked me out. Like, nah, you got to send it to a different browser. So you gotta use a different browser. If you're using Firefox, it might fuck you up. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you're using Firefox, it might fuck you up. I suggest going to Safari.
Mr. Z is really high on Cooper Flagg. He feels like he's the Wemby of basketball, man. I don't know if
I
you
honestly
truly.
think it's just a technology easy because usually I don't have a problem with my phone at all ever on any type of stream thing.
Shit.
All right, you got to communicate like that, Jonathan. We got this. Going to have to be
Yeah.
like a 5 or 6 second, 7 second delay. I will work this out over here, man. He said Dennis is saying he's right about the browser. So what do you say?
Nah, BK. If this is how I got to communicate, I might have to take my services elsewhere because this is not how I like to communicate.
Yo,
But a lot of people like the background. I like the setup and everything, man. It's cool. It has like I like this thing so
I
far.
mean, it look cool, but this shit is doing too much right now, bro. Like it's moving worse than StreamYard right now. I don't
Yes,
know what's
BK.
going
The
on.
background is fine. I love the futuristic layout, but if these glitches are happening, nah,
All right.
I did not sign up for
Dennis
this.
is asking Jonathan, what browser are you using? So it could be Chrome. I don't know about Firefox, but there could be something in Chrome. Let me see the settings in
I'm
Chrome.
using Chrome.
We got
Hey,
like a Ben Simmons bug in here or something. I'm convinced.
But
I'm
Google,
on Google myself, so I don't. You know what I mean? It ain't that.
what?
but
So
but you're not on
John,
Google Chrome though. Let's go. You're not on Google Chrome though.
No, I'm just
Are you?
on. When I hit that link, it just took me right into this right here, and
I
I'm
went into
I'm
it. I
I'm
had no
good.
issues. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I went on my
Yeah.
other YouTube channel, man. It went right in. Yeah.
I mean, my main browser is Chrome, so it took me to Chrome. The minute I got to Chrome, Chrome kicked me out. Said like, "All right, just take the link and take it to a different browser or something." So that's what I did. But I mean,
Hmm.
everybody might be different.
All
You
right,
know what
I
I'm
will be
saying?
research.
Yeah.
I'll be doing my homework on this, and we'll give it a couple more attempts. And if not, it's back to Streamyard, man.
But but to Mr. Z point real quick. I mean, I agree with him. Cooper could do a lot. That's why he could fit in a lot of places. That's why a lot of people have him as the number one pick because
Yeah,
what
but I
other
mean,
versatility do you think at
he's
this
not
point?
good at carrying a team though. Let's see if Scott comes through. Scott, you there, man?
Yeah, I'm here.
You
What
can
the
hear us,
fuck,
Scott?
Jonathan? It's
Yeah.
you, bro. Like it's you. It's John. It's something wrong. Scott
Yo,
came through with no ipsils. All
No
right, nothing.
problem.
Yeah, it was my other machine.
Hmm.
Yeah. So Scott. All right. So Scott, man. What do you actually think about Cooper Flagg and should the Nets actually take him number one? Ian Bagley actually saying that he can actually lead the Brooklyn Nets to a chip. I don't believe that. I think he's a great uh a number three. He fits into a lot of other teams. I don't think he's a high percentage one-on-one basketball player. What do you think, Scott?
I think I think personally I think he's just a high pick. I don't think he can lead the team, but he's definitely a good piece. And he'll fit the Brooklyn thing. You know, I like a couple of other picks better than him, but I would definitely feel happy picking him though.
I'm getting the same vibes as when Fultz went number one and Tatum went number three, and
I
everyone's
was
like,
just
Fultz is
about
going
to
to go
bring that
number
up, Gary.
one. But
Yes.
everyone who watched them says, I like Tatum better, and everybody else
Yes.
was right.
Yeah, I'm getting them
Yes.
vibes too.
Yes. But to be fair though, Gary, Markel was still I mean, in Washington State, they was just giving him the ball to do his thing. So that's like high usage rate. That's damn near like if
Yeah.
you want to equate it Trey Young kind of thing on Atlanta. So like that's kind of hard. But he was doing his thing. So it was kind of I mean, it wasn't like crazy like oh Markel Fultz is not better than like he was doing his thing. He was doing his thing.
He
So
was.
but I was going to use that same point. Like, man, like if we keep on saying Cooper is NBA ready, he could fit into an offense or a defense. That's basically Jason Tatum because that's the same thing they said about him. He could fit in. We don't need him to carry the team because we're gonna build a team. Like that's my thing. I don't want to get a number one pick. Oh, you're supposed to carry the team. No, people in the front office do your job so the whole bag doesn't get dropped on a young kid.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree.
And
Yeah,
then when that young kid fails, oh yeah, his career is over. So if you was a number one pick and you didn't carry us to prosperity, oh you know what? You can't be the same player no more. So now instead of a big guy, you gotta be a role player, or we send you out to the league or something. Like what the hell, bro? Like come on, bro. A little kid don't deserve that, bro.
Yeah, you gotta do better. You gotta put pieces around. You gotta have several pieces. You know what I mean? It ain't just one piece. You
Right.
don't go to McDonald's and get a
What I've
one
been
piece
telling
McNugget.
Jonathan. This is what I've been telling Jonathan for months now. Like, I wouldn't mind Cooper Flag if, but you have to have a roster around him already, man. Like, I
Right.
just don't think, like, I just compare him to a lot of, compare him to Joe Johnson. Like, does Cooper
Mm.
Flag have that ball handle? Like Joe Johnson has like Harlem Globetrotter type like ball handles, man. Like,
Right.
elite ball handling, like elite shot making, elite
Especially for size.
yeah, they're same. They're practically the same size. Like Joe Johnson's 6'8", he's 6'9".
Right. But Joe Johnson though. Joe Johnson was a beast. He was nice. Oh
Yeah, I mean
Yo,
Cooper
shit.
Flag is
ISO
more
Joe is
athletic,
crazy.
but like I said, if
ISO
you're gonna
Joe
say
is crazy,
lead
bro.
a team, like even like his size, like 205. I mean, is he gonna be able to get into like the chest of like an AD Zion and be able to like finish over those guys? Nah,
I
no,
I
I don't
will
think.
say
In
BK
time.
that's his game. Like he plays like that right now. So when he actually puts more weight on and gets stronger, he will be putting himself
Yeah,
in
not right
somebody's chest.
now though. That's gonna take some time. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sure. You know what I mean? Like that that's his type of game though. You know what I mean? So
But
when he
but
develops, you could expect that he plays like that.
But from what I'm seeing right now, he's not a downhill driver. So to ask him for those things when he's not really a downhill driver, top of the key, I'll take the ball, I'm going straight to the paint, and I'm just taking contact, whatever happens, happen. That's not really his game right now. So to ask that, you're asking for development. So same thing, I just gotta take the jump shot. I can't take like he don't have too much downhill unless it's like in transition. He got a open space. He don't got too much downhill. He don't got too much downhill, bro.
Nah, he got a little post game. And that's what I'm talking about. He didn't catch it on the block and put shoulders in your chest. You know what I'm saying? And shoot a fade or,
So
and
easy.
try
Yeah,
to
I'm gonna
dunk
show
it.
this. I'm gonna show this video again. He goes up against AD, and this is like what he has to adjust to. You see how he got a shot blocked by Anthony Davis.
Right.
Yeah, man. And then you'll see him going really more off the ball. And this is what he's gonna have to do. This is what actually makes Cooper really good, man. Like you got that baseline cut right here. Wait,
I
what's
hear your point on that, and I see it, but that is kind of like inexperience because you had an open lane and you stopped and popped. You should have drove to the basket, accepted contact from AD because no matter what, he's going to be out of position the minute you go to the basket. He's going to have to come in because like the minute you stopped, he stopped with you. But if you kept on going, he had to keep on going. So that to me, that's kind of inexperience right there.
the
So
AD can guard. Like I was watching the scrimmage between Canada and there was like three possessions where he was moving laterally with Shea and he was able to contest his shot. I said, "Oh shit! I didn't know AD can guard like that, man." Like
nah,
when he,
AD
Yeah,
could guard, bro.
yeah,
AD could
no,
yeah, I
guard.
was like, "What? Locking up Shea, like like contesting his mid range shot, able to move laterally with him. So AD can play D. He can guard." I mean, he's not going to do it for 48 minutes. I mean, you can't really. I mean, that's tough. Like, especially in this NBA, to ask these guys to play 48 minutes of like hard defense like that. I mean, you'll end up like Kawhi.
I mean, me personally, I'm on the record saying I think AD is a better defensive player than fucking Rudy Gobert. So, like me personally, like
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely, definitely. Hell yeah,
we
definitely.
talk. So we talking about like a 4-time DPOY, and I'm saying that guy's better than him. He don't got no DPOY. So like in history, you might lose AD, but if you know, you know. Like that man is a defensive monster. Like he's one of the best all time.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, man.
So like I
Definitely.
hear you on him blocking Cooper, but like shit, I saw AD do that to a lot of fucking people.
Nah, but if he could do it to like a player like Shea, like imagine Cooper Flag now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just one possession that you're actually really, really seeing right there.
But that's the great part about Cooper. He doesn't boom, 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 boom. He gonna give up the rock when he see he can't do nothing with it. All right, pass the rock. I can't do nothing with this guy. Yes, pass the rock.
Yeah,
Pass the rock.
yeah. So are we all in conclusion like that? Scott actually agrees with all of us, man. Like he doesn't see Cooper as like. So who would you take though, Scott? Like, would you rather get like an Ace Bailey, Dylan Harper? Um,
truthfully, I might. It's a toss up, but I like Dylan Harper. I think you need a guard. You need a guard. You need somebody that's gonna lead the team. You know.
What's our guard rotation right now? Is Dennis Schroeder, Ben Simmons,
What do you think about? So, what you think about that? Because I don't know if you guys are on the
Um,
show. I'm an Easy E. So you saying that
okay.
Dennis? I don't know if you was here, but he said, "Oh no, you wasn't on the last stream." But Jody Fernandez was saying that they got to duke it out for the actual starting position. That Dennis Schroeder and you gonna put Cam Thomas at the three.
he gonna
Well,
put what
hang
at the
on, hang
what?
on, no, hang on.
He gonna put what at the what?
Cam
But
Thomas at
it's
the three.
hang on.
Yeah, boy.
Let me play this out.
You
Hear
already
me out.
lost
So
me,
you
bro.
put but it's not though because your two bigs are Claxton and Simmons, right? And then you have three guards. You know what I'm saying? Like Simmons is playing kind of a point center position or a point power forward position. Like he's handling the ball, but then he's getting on the dunker spot.
But they line him up at the one though, Gary. They put him at the PG position, so they're giving space for Clowney and Clax to come in.
Yeah, but it's like when Zion runs the point in New Orleans. Like I guess technically he's the point, but he's also on the dunkers. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna handle the ball,
No,
and then
I get your point, Gary. You put Zion, you give the ball to Zion. He at the point, so they still have to guard up. So even if you take the ball out of his hand, give it to somebody like CJ, they could leave, they could sag off him because he's not a great shooter. So if you put the ball in his hand, you force the defense to come up on you and push up.
yeah.
My thing is, all right. So you're kind of taking the ball out of CJ and be our hands, but they're still good shooters. Ben, his when, for scoring is putting pressure on the rim, which he is flaky on. So when you put him in the point guard spot to do that, and then you got and then Cam Thomas at the three. Oh my god, bro! Jesus Christ! Oh my god, bro! Oh my god, bro!
What? Wait,
I
hang,
wish you didn't tell me that, bro. I
what
wish
position does Draymond Green play?
he played a four, but
Does he
they
though?
but here's the thing though, Gary. They line him up at the four. They not put him at the point guard spot and line him up at point guard and putting like Jonathan Kaminga in at the four. No, they line him up at the 4 or 5. So like you're not taking away from Steph Curry. Meanwhile, if I put Ben at the 1 and I bring in Clax and Clowney and I'm putting small ass Cam Thomas at the 3, that you know how many fucking mismatches you giving us? Like,
But I got
oh
so
god.
look at this. Look at this rotation. Look at this rotation.
Go ahead.
When Simmons comes, when Claxton comes out of the game,
Okay.
you play Simmons, Clowney, Cam Johnson, Cam Thomas, and Schroeder. You
Yeah.
got three guys who can score, but you still got two bigs to rebound and defend, right? And now you got a
I'm
bunch
not
of
mad at him.
Clowney and Simmons who can switch defensively and guard multiple positions.
I'm not
Yeah.
mad at that lineup. I think
That
that's
makes sense.
yeah. That I feel like that's a better lineup. But because yeah, but all right. So Gary, so you came up with the idea, but the fucking coach of our team came with that idea, and it sounds like that's a starting 5 type of thing, bro. You lost me, bro. Like, come on, bro.
I
You
don't
put in
think that's
camp.
your starting 5, but I think there's times throughout a game where you can use it.
I think it would be
Mm,
horrible to put Cam Thomas at the 3 at any point in time in the game, bro. You're
nah,
telling the team take advantage of us. You're telling the team take
they,
advantage of us.
they not putting him at a 3, bro.
But
He's
he don't
staying
have
at
to
the 2.
guard at the
That's what I'm saying.
three.
He's not going to guard the 3.
He's not
But
going to guard at 3.
No. But Scott, hear my point. You think you don't have to guard at the 3, but the team is gonna make you guard at the 3,
that's
so
what
they're
he
gonna
said.
force
Well,
the
they could do
switch.
that
They're going to force
anyway.
him.
They
No,
could
but
do that anyway.
no, but if you're lining him up, bro,
No,
why are
I'm
you not putting
saying
Cam Johnson in your starting
don't think
lineup
of
then?
him.
Like that's my question. Why if I feel like Gary rotation is better, that team right there is better. So like when you come with a team like that, like what is the goal of that team right there? Because basically you're telling me Ben Simmons, find Cam Thomas, and everybody else get their buckets how they can.
The only analogy I can give with that is, you know how some people. I know this is crazy. This is off script, but when you look at people that buy furniture and they say it has no feng shui, it doesn't flow. You understand what I'm saying?
No,
Well,
I get you. I get you.
this is going to flow. It's going to flow because Cam can shoot. He could be a primary pick and roll. He don't have to dribble the ball. He can constantly move. You know, Ben can do his thing at point and push the ball. He can switch up on defense and rebound. Claxton can float and run, rim run. It'll work. Clowney can shoot. He can get in the corners and shoot. It'll work.
But I'm
That'll.
giving Clowney that shot though. Scott, I'm giving. So I'm
Well,
sagging
he's
off
going to
him
have to
completely.
prove himself.
That's true.
Hey,
He's going to have to
that
prove it. He's going to have to
Clowney
prove it.
just the
But
end of
can you
last
imagine
year.
if he shoot 40% from three? He'd be
Well, I'm about to
killing
tell you
people.
right. I'm
He'd
about
be
to tell you
killing them.
right now.
He'd be
He
killing them.
shot. He
Go
shot
ahead,
at the
Esco.
end of last year. I thought he shot 37% or
Yeah,
something like that.
he can make
And
an increase.
and in the summer league, he shot about 38%. So if
Yeah.
you give him that, he's going to knock it down, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah,
All right,
saying? At
he's
Esco.
100
going
clip.
he's
Let me
going to knock it down. I'm
let me
telling
ask you
you.
a question. In those shots, 'cause I know you watched some of them games. In those
Yeah.
shots, did they leave him, or was that a contested three, or did they give him that shot? Because
Well, they
there's a
left
They
big
him.
gave it
difference
to
right
him.
there.
They gave it to him.
They,
Okay.
they gave it
So,
to him.
so
Wait,
that
wait, wait,
means
wait,
when
wait,
that
wait, wait,
rotation, that
wait,
ball
wait.
come around,
No.
they're
But
going
here's
to
my
have to
thing,
pay
right?
attention to Clowney.
But here's my thing,
Right.
right? If they give you that shot, even if you're shoot, because they know they have these stats right there, so they know what kind of clip you're shooting at. So if they're giving you that shot, they still don't believe you. They're saying you still got to prove it on a consistent basis. So you could be, in fact, hitting 40% from three, but the team is saying we're giving you those shots. So you have to keep on proving it on a consistent basis, and at the same time raise your value and efficiency. We're giving you those shots. We don't care about those shots. That's a 50-50 for us. If anything, a 60-40, 37 73 type shit. So
Yeah, but once you start hitting them, then you're in trouble because now you got to play up. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to do that the whole game.
Yeah,
but but
that's
That,
but
it.
if
but
he
Esco,
knocking
how,
that shit down, you're not going to do that the whole game, bro. And
but
then once you play up, you're going to get blown by, and that creates havoc.
but how many threes is he shooting a game? How many is he attempting? Because if it's
How
less
many?
than
How
seven,
many? How many you gonna give him? Because I'm letting him shoot whatever. If y'all not guarding, him, I'm letting him shoot the whole game.
now what happened to Jordy said, I don't want you shooting the whole game now. Attack the
He gonna be
basket.
shooting.
Well,
He gonna be shooting the whole game. He's gonna definitely be shooting because they want Ben to drive. You know what I'm
So
saying?
so we making a Laurie marketing with better defense? That's what's going on right now? Is that what's going on right now? We're making a Laurie marketing with better defense. I just
But
want to know.
the dude can't do nothing. He's not a dribbler. He's not a creator.
You
So
better
that's what he has to do.
I'm sorry, Esco. You better get better at that shit because I don't. You got to dribble a little bit, bro. Because the league is rolling to bigger players putting the ball in their hand to make decisions. So at some point in time, if you can't do that, they're gonna lower your value. So learn how to dribble and pass with the ball above
We
your head.
talking about with Noah Clowney, like they can just like get up in his space. He can't really put the ball on the floor like that, right? Yeah, I
well, he's,
don't.
he's tall enough to shoot over people.
Well, it depends.
I mean, if you tight, I mean, he's
You
tall
gotta. I
enough.
mean, like I said, they can. I mean, if you got. I mean, you rather like try to make Ben Simmons score than just leave him like double team him and just leave Clowney wide open.
I've seen Clowney is capable of slashing. He's
Yeah,
He
capable
is.
of
I don't know.
slashing to
I've
the
seen a
rim.
couple of possessions of him in the summer league, and it looked pretty, man.
But I
I don't
seen
think he's
him
there
dunk
yet.
a couple of times on people. I seen him do it.
that's true.
Yeah,
He will slash to the rim and bang it.
that's what he does because he can't dribble, so he has to
Right,
move.
But
right.
that's but that was my thing right there. Are you make it like Coach Jordy Fernandez, Coach Fernandez? Are you? What's your idea of Clowney? What are you trying to make him to be? Because if you're gonna put him in the corner and just take advantage of the sag off and shoot in the corner three, to me, you're kind of making a lesser offensive Laurie marketing, but a better defense. But then, what happened if I don't want you shooting eight threes a game? I know your volume last year was probably like 2.1 or something. I don't want you to jump to eight. So in some of those times when they sag off you and you do have an open shot, try to attack the basket. Try to put some pressure on the rim so they have to guard up at the rim with you. So like, what is your intention with Clowney?
We're gonna figure that out because he's gonna have to do something like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be something like he's gonna be on the wing for sure. He's
That's
gonna
true.
be in the corners for sure. You know what I mean? Like I said, because he can't dribble. So if he gets a straight line drive, then he'll take it. You know what I mean? Go dunk on somebody. But other than that, like he's shooting a three or he moving a rock somewhere.
Yeah.
So how many people on our team can dribble then? Cause that's Clowney, Clax, fucking Jalen Wilson, Trendon Watford to a certain degree. Like how many people is that right now then?
I think Trendon Watford can dribble.
he can dribble. It ain't
He can handle the ball a little
high,
bit.
but
A
he
little.
can
I mean, you
dribble.
don't want to run in the
Yeah.
point, but he can handle the. Yeah.
Yeah, he can handle the ball.
Can we talk about Amari Bailey? And he has to be on the roster, and he has to get playing time.
Yeah,
Hey, hey,
yeah,
we
he
can
do.
talk about we can talk about that, yo. Yeah.
He do.
Yeah, go ahead, Gary. Go ahead, go ahead.
Amari Bailey, if he would have went back to school, they said he would have been a lottery pick in this past draft, right? Lighter
The one,
draft.
the one with Alex Sarr and Zach Ricochet and stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
Because he left after he was like the 10th youngest player in the NBA. He left too early.
okay.
Um, but his mom was linked to John Morant, and he wanted to go to the NBA and dunk on John Morant and do all this crazy stuff. It's like, settle down, kid, right? But his offense, he's above the rim. He's got crazy athleticism. He's got like an old school mid range game. If he could ever just hit the corner three so that you have to contest it, he can average 20 a game. His offensive game and his athleticism is that good. He can
Amari
handle the
Bailey.
ball. He's like a crazy athlete. He rebounds well for his position. Like, there's so much upside to him. And I don't even hate Killian Hayes. I don't hate Killian Hayes like most people do. But Killian Hayes is what he is. He's a point guard who can't score, right? There's nothing that's going to get better. He's just, maybe he can be your backup point guard. There's no upside. There's upside to Amari
Amari
Bailey.
Bailey.
So if it
Oh,
comes down
I
to,
don't know, man. Like the scout report over here is there's a lot of
you can go watch his
oh
tape in the
God.
G League and go watch
Yeah.
his tape at UCLA.
Nah, what Gary is saying is facts, but I don't Gary, I think Tyrese Martin gonna get that spot, Gary. You know what I'm saying? I
But
see everything you say is
then you
facts.
gotta buy out Bogdan. You gotta buy out.
I
You gotta
gotta
put
I
in a
gotta
roster
watch him
spot.
play though. Yeah, I gotta
You
watch him
got you
play.
they have one G League spot open, one roster spot. That's the only spot they got open. So out of those three guys, one of those guys is gonna get it. And I
Ooh.
wouldn't choose Killian. I would choose either Tyrese or Amari Bailey, like you're saying.
Wait.
He,
Killian on a guaranteed contract. He not on two way.
No,
He not.
Killian's on Exhibit 10.
He has
yeah,
to
he's
be
on
exhibit
exhibit 10.
10.
Oh, what?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
prove stuff, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
thought he
three.
signed outright. I didn't know he was on an exhibit
Nah,
10.
Uh,
he's playing for his career.
What
those
the
three guys.
fuck?
Yeah, Tyrese Martin, Amari Bailey, and Killian Hayes. They all playing for to get on the team. Those three guys.
Do you think the Nets would take Killian Hayes just so we could assure the fucking tank?
Uh, uh,
I
no,
don't think he's as bad as everyone thinks. He can't score. He's like, as a
right.
non-scoring point guard my whole life. I respect non-scoring point guards. He has value. You
You
know what I'm
you
saying? Like,
you respect the decision making, Gary? You respect the decision making?
I do. I do. He
Yes.
just, the problem is he can't score at all. Like, he's got like little lobs and stuff. They just don't ever go in. Right? Like, it's like, I missed again.
But that goes into decision making, Gary. Why you keep on trying to score when you're not good at it? At least I can respect Ben Simmons. If you're not good at shooting, don't take the shot. Don't take the shot. Look
Because
for the
look,
open man.
the job of the point guard is to get the ball to the open man.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're the
Yeah.
open man.
Yeah. That's true.
If you can't make the shot, then maybe you can't play in the NBA, right? But
Yeah.
the
That's true.
decision is the right decision.
I
He
hear you on that. Okay,
he was
okay.
drafted last year, right?
No, he's been in the
No,
league. This is year 4 for him.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Which draft he was in? I forgot which draft he was in. I, not the Anthony Edwards one. I think the one after. But number five
Oh,
pick.
oh,
Number
he was
five
in the
pick.
G League.
Nah, he
Yeah,
was
he
He's
in
was.
been
the.
up on the Pistons. Yeah, he was number 5 pick
Yeah,
in the draft, right? Number 5.
Yeah, he was number five. He was
All
number
right, I
five.
I think we got Jonathan in this time. I think I think everything
You're
is
talking
good.
about Amari Bailey, right?
No,
yeah.
I'm
No.
talking.
Amari Bailey.
No, Bailey. Yeah, was last year's draft class. He was
Okay, okay.
2024.
Okay, okay,
Okay,
okay.
okay.
2023. I mean,
Yeah,
2023. Yeah.
yeah. Hmm.
Killian Hayes was 2021.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's been
okay.
here for a minute. Yeah. Well, he's playing
Yeah,
for
yeah.
his
That,
for
but
his
Scott, that's the
career.
problem.
Ooh, boy.
You've been here for a
This is
minute,
his
and your
last hurrah.
offensive game is trash, dog.
Yeah, that's
Yo,
tough. That's tough.
Bro, you gotta be at least 3-and-D if you're a
No, he
guard, bro.
can't.
You got
He can't shoot a three, man. He can't shoot no
Jesus
three.
Christ. Like you're not even good from the free throw.
And the thing about it, he has the height to play point, and he has the handle, which
That's what I'm saying. It's a toss up with these draft picks, man. I mean, even you never know, man.
Right.
You never know. You never know. That's why, like I said, with Cooper Flag, I'm not gonna really just get so hyped because look at Porzingis, man. He was called the unicorn, and he's a role player, really. Yeah.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Like,
I'm not saying
wait.
he's garbage. He's
I'm
like,
not.
Who?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying let's just calm down on role player because he's still 20-10 and one of the best stretch bigs in the
yeah. I
league
mean, do
right
you
now.
want to
So
run your offense to him? Like, can he like be like a Jokic where he could just like lead you to a championship?
at times you can run the offense through him. I wouldn't put the ball in his hand the whole game, but at times you can run the offense through him. That's what the Celtics did. That's how they won Game 1.
Yeah, he didn't
definitely,
hardly even play in that final series though.
Yeah,
definitely.
cause he got hurt after Game 2.
Yeah,
But I'm saying
Yeah,
Game
he was
1,
hurt.
like they saw the mismatch and like, all right, bro, we gonna give you the ball, do your thing, and he just
yeah.
shot the piss off the mark. So I mean, at times, I'm just saying, like, I'm not like me personally. I don't believe in giving the ball to one player the whole game and let you dictate our offense. We gotta there's another team
No, I
with
mean
grown
you
men
could
at
do
the other
that with
side.
Jokic. Like Jokic is the elite, man. He knows exactly when to pass the ball,
But
when to
sometimes they
score
get
the
the ball off
ball.
his hand and give it to Murray though, so you could get a little rest.
Yeah,
Like remember that Timberwolves series? The reason why Joker was getting tired and fucked up because when they gave the ball and put it in his hands from the inbound, they had somebody picking him up from damn near 94 feet, 92 feet. Bro, as a big man, you like he got handled, but he not. You got to protect dribble now. Now somebody like pester you up the court every time. After a while, they have to take the ball out of his hand, give it to Jamal Murray, so he can set up offenses at half court, things like
Yeah, but
that.
sometimes like Jamal Murray's decisions, like like he takes a lot of bad shots though. Sometimes, man.
No, but that's what he is. He a bad shot taker, bad shot
Yeah,
maker.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Sometimes it's basketball IQ, man. I be
I
wondering about
think you.
that.
I think they just give him so much leeway on that offense with Denver that
Right.
it wears him down. I don't expect him to be winning titles every year or be the MVP every year.
Well,
Jonathan, Jonathan, Jonathan tried to get back in. I don't know what's going on with him, man.
Do you
Just
think
Jonathan,
so?
try to reboot your computer, man. Maybe that will help if you
let,
just do a reboot.
let,
yo,
let me ask this question. Let
your
me just
fault.
ask this question real quick because Joker won it the 2 times and then MB won it and then he won it again. Okay, could he have won the MVP from Embiid that year?
Yeah, he could have.
So we're based, and then I don't see any drop off for him coming into this season. I still think he could do what he do every year. So, in fact, he could have another MVP like season. So that's like 5 years in a row. He had.
I
We're
think
calling him the best player. We're calling him the best player. So I mean, I gotta call a little cap on your statement, Scott, respectfully. But
I'm just saying I don't know how long you think that's gonna last. They figuring out his game.
Who's
They
that?
figure other
Jokic,
teams, Jokic.
Nah, he not figuring
How?
out
You
his
can't.
I
game.
don't,
They
I
can't
don't,
figure out his game.
I don't think
If
they
you
figured out his
double team
game.
him, he's gonna make the right. See, Joel Embiid,
Yeah.
his weakness is holding the basketball, right? So, but Jokic, you can't do that. As
Yeah,
soon as you run a second person at him, he passes. He makes the pass.
yeah, right. He makes the
Oh,
right
Gary, you
pass.
disagree with that, or oh, no, I thought Gary had a reaction, so I was like, hold on.
No,
No,
he
no,
makes
no,
the
no,
right
no, no. He's
pass.
stretching. He's stretching. He's
He
trying.
makes the right pass.
Who?
Jokic.
No,
But,
I
but
said Joel Embiid doesn't.
Oh no, he don't.
No,
Well,
he holds the ball too much.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
how they lost that damn series with Atlanta.
He does
They
hold the
were
ball
bad.
too
I'm like,
much.
wait a minute. What
Well,
about the 9 turnovers?
he's gonna have to give up off that ball. He's gonna have
It's a
to.
mindset, man. That's just not like you have to have a certain mindset for that.
Well, he got shooters around him and Paul George on the floor. Let him
I mean,
go.
there's a pecking order there. I think the ball should be in Tyrese Maxey's hands. They should run the offense to him. He just puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Joel Embiid really doesn't. You gotta dump the ball into him. It just allows the defense to load up on him. Like Tyrese Maxey gets downhill quick
He
before the
just got to
defense
get the ball
gets
out of
back.
his hand quicker. That's all.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
He's got to
So
get the ball out of his hand.
he's like an early Shaquille O'Neal, man. Like you saw Shaq doing that in his early '90s days. That's how Dennis Rodman was able to lock him up to like 0 points in the second half,
I
man.
think he's still good. But I still think he need help to fucking make quicker decisions. Like this times when he get the ball, fucking pump fake, jab, jab, pump fake.
No,
Off
that's
the
what I'm
top.
saying. It's
I'm like,
easy.
yo,
It's
dog.
easy to load. It's easy for the defense to load up on you. Like it's easy, you know. But with Tyrese Maxey, he just gets downhill quickly before the defense can get even set, man. So you can't even go for like offensive rebounds. You got to get back on defense. You know, where you got Tyrese Maxey being able to get downhill like that. I don't like Joel Embiid's game though, man. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, cause you like passing the rock though, bro. That's. I mean, I hear your point, BK, but that's like comparing Jokic to Embiid. Like, Embiid is all time great. I'm not gonna lie to you, but Jokic is all time passing great, bro. That is two
It's
separate.
everything.
Like,
It's like I mean, he's a more
no,
efficient in terms
no,
of
it's
his
everything,
scoring.
but the passing is arguably top 10 all time, all time,
Yeah,
all time.
definitely. I mean, it's just like I said. It's just he's more efficient. Like he's just more, you know, like he's not like he knows when to shoot threes.
Yeah, no, of course, BK. But
Like
I'm
he doesn't
saying,
like
would you
yeah.
put Embiid in the all time scorer? Or would you put Embiid at top 10 all time scoring, like how you put Jokic in the all time top 10 passing? Because if you're all time top 10 passer, you see the game completely from everybody else, completely different, completely different.
From a center point, you saying all
And
time.
no, just from a passing point, as center, it adds on because you're 7 feet, so you're looking over a lot of defenses. But from
Yeah,
a
but
passing point,
I'm
you
saying
reading things before it happened.
what I'm saying is as a center, he's the greatest all time passer.
I'm talking about passing in general.
You taking all
So you
positions.
all positions: Magic Johnson, John Stockton, LeBron
Oh,
James.
that's tough. That's tough, kid. That's tough for me to go with that one.
Shit, I'm
That's
putting him in
tough.
top 10. I'm putting him in top 10.
I mean, he's the best now. Now.
But even
He still got some years to do to be the all time greatest, in my opinion.
Oh, Easy E got kicked out, man. So he's back over here. Hold
Don't
on.
get me wrong, he's a great passer though. Don't worry.
all
I
right, I'm
mean,
back. The
he
shit
can do it
went
as long
crazy.
as he stay healthy.
No, but me personally, I think he's a top 10 passer of all time. But I'm saying, even if he's the best passer today, that means
Yeah.
still at the end of the day, he's still seeing the game completely different from everybody else
Yes,
at a
I agree
higher
with
level.
you. I agree
So
with
like,
you.
so like, can you? So let's use that then, right?
Yeah,
Can you
yeah.
call Embiid the best scorer in the league right now?
He's on a short. It's him or Luca or something. I mean, he's on a short list.
There's other great scorers.
But Gary,
I
we could
mean, you
say
can.
undefinitively Jokic is the best passer in the NBA. Can you say the same thing in what Embiid does great? Is he the best scorer in the NBA?
He might be. He's not like definitively like he's. I get what you're saying. Like Joker's clearly the best passer in the NBA.
Yeah.
Right.
Embiid, he scores a point a minute. It's crazy. Like his scoring average
It is.
per
It's
minute
high.
is the same as Chamberlain's when he averaged 50 because Chamberlain played
Right.
every minute of every game. Like it's crazy.
And he's not
Yeah.
even doing that. And he
No.
hurt. So I hear you on that. But this is still a debate right there. My thing
Yeah,
is,
Yeah. I mean, we're not mad
yeah.
at
right.
Like
you.
if I said, last possession of the game, who do you want having the ball, Luca or Embiid? You probably take Luca, right?
I'll take Luka because
I'll
Right.
take
he's a
Yeah,
guard.
Luca.
probably.
I tend more to the guard or the wing player. Me personally.
Somebody that can create their shot without having
Right.
to, you
Right.
know, wear them out.
More times than not a wing more times than not a wing player or a guard player like they have more flexibility and versatility all around the court. Like they could start to play from like the left hash and then bring it all the way right to the right wing and finish up the play. Like Kawhi, for example, like the shot 2019, the shot against fucking Philly, yeah, against Philly. He got inbounded for the ball from damn near half court. They say he dribbled whatever, but he took the ball and shot it from damn near baseline. Embiid can't do that. I'm sorry, Embiid just can't do that, especially for a last shot. You're gonna have to feed him the ball either in the mid post or low post, and you gotta hope he make a basket from it or a foul. Meanwhile, with a wing or guard player, I got many other things I could run off it. So I go with the wing and guard. But
Avery, what's this
m-
shit?
m- my point was, if you're gonna compare Embiid passing, don't use Jokic because that's an all-time great right there, in my opinion. That's an all-time great. Embiid is nowhere near all-time great in passing. So like in a double team setting, I hear he needs to get better in a double team. But like to compare to like how
I
Jokic
mean,
dealt a double team, That
You-
is two worlds. That's
I
like
mean,
Earth and Pluto.
I used to watch like Jabbar used to pass out of the post just like now. I mean, he could play this game now.
I agree.
He could play this game right now, and you be saying, "Oh, Jabbar is the greatest passer of all time." He used to pass out of the post right to the right shooters. They were around a bunch of shooters. Used to run a rim run the court, and I'm talking about rim run. As
But
in, he would be in the post. What I see out of these centers, as big as they are, and they are big, bigger than he was, is that it takes a while to run.
So Gary, this is a good comparison to Jared Bayless. He was a really, really good player, man. So you might be right about Amari Bailey. And they was also saying that he didn't really get a chance to showcase his
Stuff.
talent in
Yeah.
UCLA. So
Yeah.
it's also
I think he might have off the court issues and stuff. I don't know. Like, there's got to be a reason why
Yeah.
Charlotte gave up on him so quick.
They gave up on him 1 year.
They didn't even give him a shot on the
He
summer
played
league
10
squad. Like, they
games.
didn't give.
I mean, 10
Yeah,
games. 10 games.
God
65. He
damn.
played 65 NBA minutes. Yeah.
Wow.
10 games he played.
Oh
That's
He's
shit.
crazy. Well,
definitely talented.
well, we're going to find out.
Does he understand the game though?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
I'm going to look
How
at his
old is he?
tape stuff. I
He's
was
20.
interested. He's 20. He's young.
He just
He's
turned
six.
20.
he's still
Oh,
young.
what
He's
the
six
fuck?
five, 185. Yeah. He's from New Orleans.
Yeah, I don't get that one.
Played at
Yeah, I don't get that one.
UCLA.
And he
Yeah.
played at UCLA.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get that one. Then I'll have to do some research on that, but I don't get that one right there. Hey, let's not. At the same time, too, let's not automatically think like these front offices, these GMs, these scouts. They're like the know-it-all. They know like they get it right 100% of the time. Like if they cut a play, oh yeah, they coming for a reason. Like no, no, no. Sometimes they get it wrong. Sometimes it's business.
He was
Sometimes it's
40.
entertainment.
He was the 41st pick overall.
Yeah, they didn't get it wrong. You see
That's
what
kind
we
of
did
that's
with Alondis Williams.
that's kind of high number.
He went to
He,
Miami and dropped 50 balls as soon as they picked him up.
and he's a lefty.
Yeah.
Wow. That means he probably can go on
Highlighted
both
He
in
can
sides
some
of
of
the
finish
the
with
rim.
his right hand too. He's almost like ambidextrous. I mean, he shoots
Right.
with his left hand, but he can finish with both.
Yeah. Yeah. What I'm saying is when you shoot with the left, 9 out of 10, you probably can shoot with the right too.
Yeah.
Hey, can James Harden shoot with his right hand?
I think he can lay
Well,
up with his right hand.
finish with his right hand.
He can
Yeah.
finish.
Like lefties can finish with their right. Typically, lefties can finish with their
Right.
right hand
There's
better
a
than
90%
right-handed.
chance you
Yeah.
can lay up.
all
Most
right. Let me
likely.
wrap this up, man. I'm gonna need some energy to watch this game tomorrow and then do this show tomorrow night afterwards. I think the game is
Okay.
tomorrow, the 8th, right? They play the Clippers, and yeah, today they play tonight.
Play
Yep.
tonight.
Yep, tonight. Yeah, definitely, man. So I'll wrap it up. Man. Good stream. And listen, sorry for the issues throughout the show. Hold on, you got like 13 comments here. Let me see something here. What was
John, get it together. It's
yeah,
not
yeah.
us.
So
It's you.
you think it was Jonathan, right? It wasn't the actual
I mean, look how many people came on the panel.
yeah. Harlem had issues, so um I don't know. I didn't have any issues at all, man. So I will troubleshoot it and we'll see.
All of my brother, but his
all,
shit
all,
always getting fucked up
all your
sometimes. So
hostile
shit.
guys have problems.
Well, I had problems the first time I tried to get in.
What was the
But
issue? What was the issue though, Scott?
I don't know. It seemed like the mic couldn't pick up. But now I went to my other machine. I have two machines.
Okay.
So I went
Two
to
computers, you mean? Or
yeah, I got two
oh.
computers.
All right. Yeah, all right. So, all right.
I ain't gonna
So
lie,
I
this shit kicked
will
me out a few times too. So yeah, it got some shit
be
going on too.
on tomorrow night. We'll see how Ben Simmons looks and Cam Thomas. We'll see how the dual point guards look, and hopefully, when you have Schroeder and Simmons there, it can give Ben scoring a little bit of an uptick right there. Maybe that helps him a little bit. So we'll see. We'll just how see. Time will tell.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, so definitely like, comment, subscribe, share this video. When you share, the universe shares back with you. Peace.
Peace.
All right.